Oh my god. Restream, please. Okay, Twitch is live. YouTube is struggling.
YouTube, please.
YouTube, get it together, my dude. All right, we're good to go. So, while we wait for an audience to show up, how are y'all doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I was watching some American Horror Story before I remembered we had D&D.
Sick.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you watching the new season with the whole like motherhood theme?
No,
Or-
my friend and I started back from Murder House season 1.
Oh God, so much fun.
I know. It's been years since I rewatched it.
I have never seen a single episode of American Horror Story. I'm gonna be real. Is it good?
That's fair.
Do you recommend it?
It's very camp.
It's very camp.
So
Hell
you
yeah.
have to go in
I like
knowing that
Scream
it's
too,
going to be
so, like-
camp. It's very TV camp and not horror movie
Yeah,
camp.
Gotcha.
it's very goofy in some
Yeah.
sections, but then it's also incredibly gory and just like over the top.
Hell yeah.
I
Another-
enjoy
like,
it.
Like the Witcher series. I know how it works. I'm in.
I only saw one episode of The Witcher.
It's season 1 kicks ass, and then it just gets cheesy as shit.
I mean, that can also be fun though.
Yeah, I
I
like
had
it.
my orb of light. Oh wait, nope, that's not helping. There we go. Hold on.
There we
Awesome.
go.
Trying to get some illumination for my dice so I can actually see what the fuck I'm rolling. Sorry, I forget. Are we allowed to swear on your Christian streaming channel?
No, you fucking piece of shit. How dare you not ask me before my fucking stream?
Damn.
You know, as long as you're not saying slurs, I'm cool with it.
Awesome.
Like, yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
I would never.
I
I'm watching.
Would
It
never
sounds
either.
sarcastic, but genuinely, I would never.
I don't like the way you were like, no,
That was like a-
I
that was
would
like a-
never.
that was like a long sip of tea, kind of like I would never.
Me?
I think over your shoulder. I would never.
I would never. All right. Ooh, are we dropping frames? I think we might be dropping frames.
The
No,
curse.
OBS is just lying to me. Okay, fuck it. We ball.
We ball?
All right, we ball.
Blue ball.
All right. It's been long enough. Hello, welcome to Fresh Rolls. This is a weekly D&D show on twitch.tv/preoccupied. Maybe we'll get our own Twitch channel at some point. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so this is a weekly D&D podcast show thing where we get together and we play through the homebrew world of Duskwater. And that's really all you gotta know. There is lore, but you don't need to know. We'll tell you the lore through storytelling and whatnot. That's about it. Joining me are Felix Six Tricks. It's Six Tricks is the last name.
Yeah.
I stumbled on that one.
Yeah, it's me, Felix. That's okay. It's not my real last name, so I'm not gonna be too mad.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wait,
Then
it's
we've
not
got
government?
yeah,
Oh.
that's on their driver's license. Then we've got Sinking Flounder. Hello.
Yeah.
And then we've got Tofar Love. And then I'm your DM, Preoccupied, or Matt, whatever's easiest. I don't give a shit. Call me whatever. And yeah, I guess let's get started with the OBS is freaking the fuck out. Okay, you know what?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's get
Hell yeah,
started
Deb.
with the session. So we start far from Duskwater, on a lonely, charred shore. Cherry blossoms in the distance flow in the wind, but where you're standing, there's no such beauty. Everything has been burned to the ground. Blood splatters are on the ground. There is nothing alive. No, you're not in the blight. You are just in the sight of a really bad forest fire that happens to be right next to the port town of Arcten. Sorry, that hard to say. I don't know why I did that to myself. You guys have just gotten off the boat from Duskwater. A couple of you have just witnessed literal gods come back to life. So some of you might be a little fucked with there. Pendrin, would you say you witnessed that, or were you not in Duskwater at the time? I'd say this was about 2 weeks ago.
I think Pendrin was probably off on another mission, and is just in a totally different mindset than the rest of the party right now.
Cool.
Very optimistic, very very looking forward to what the future brings. Has no idea about the eldritch horror that has been going on around them.
Awesome. Incredible. So I guess with that, as you guys are walking toward the nearest village, let's introduce your characters. We'll say you're walking single file. I'm just gonna go in Discord order on screen right now. So Felix, that would be you. Introduce Pendrin for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess maybe at the front of the line, walking into Arcten off the gangplank. You all see kind of what appears to be sort of a high elven individual with just the palest kind of canvas white skin you've ever seen, almost like a mannequin. Kind of longish pointed ears that have a few piercings on them. They have these dark rings around their eyes that kind of go out to cat eyes, and just these piercing violet eyes. Kind of frazzled, kind of sheepish, curly hair on top. And you see this individual wearing a nondescript bargain bin leather armor. They have a really shoddy shield slung over their shoulder, a few coins kind of jangling in their coin purse, and just an oddly expensive looking longsword that seems to just, for some reason, if you look at it too long, it just seems a little bit too off. This individual, their name is Pendrin, and they're a changeling. And so we see them kind of walk off the ship, and they look at the rest of the other two party members that are close behind, and they say, I'm so sorry, I just can't seem to wrap my head around all this. You said it was a god that you summoned to fight another god, and it was like one of your first gigs with the Adventuring Guild? I got sent off to kill rats and then more rats. And then there was a lost cat of some sort, which would have helped with rats, but the logistics of the guild, as you know, isn't always the best. I'm just having a hard time wrapping around this. I'm not calling you liars by any means, but it just seems a bit odd. And the camera kind of pans over, I guess, to the next person, kind of coming on the gangplank.
Before it pans, we do see text appear, Michael Bay film style, underneath Pendrin, kind of off to the left, that says Pendrin, level D adventurer. Then we
Level D, okay.
Level D. You weren't there for the S rank, so.
But that's true.
Yeah, so you're still in D. Yeah, you're palling around with some S ranks, and then Flounder, introduce Ripple for us.
So, we're getting off a ship, right?
Yes, you're getting off a ship in the worst looking place you've ever seen.
So, you see stepping off the ship Ripple, Tidewalker. She is kind of dressed like a pirate, but still armored heavily like a paladin. She has really long bluish black hair that's braided down in parts and bunned up in other parts, and it kind of moves like it's flowing like water. She holds herself really tall and poised and very regally, but she does not act the same way when she talks to others. She is still young and very excited to be out adventuring, so I don't think she would have been very like shocked or feel some type of way about defeating the god other than like excited. So I think she's like near Harvey, kind of listening to Pendrin talk, like, yeah, we did summon a god. I think it was Euphrates, right from my armor too. It was crazy.
You guys summoned Dogon.
Dogon, from my armor. It was
beat
crazy.
Ifrit.
I knew there was somebody you freed.
Mind-boggling, truly mind-boggling. Also want to just go ahead and just say right now, thank you for accepting my application. We D-level adventurers don't oftentimes get to work with S ranks, and so I'm going to do my best to not be the excited little child hanging out at the grown-ups table. But again, just want to thank you one last time.
You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great things with us.
Oh, shucks.
And right before the camera pans, we see that same Michael Bay text, Ripple S rank. Then the camera pans over to Harvey.
So Harvey is he's very short. He's about 3 feet tall. He's a hare folk, which are these little rabbit people. He's really just dressed like a generic wizard. He's got a big purple cloak all around him. He's got a massive hat. It's about 3 feet tall, so it gives him like a 6 foot tall kind of silhouette, but it's clearly a hat. He's basically just a little brown rabbit with a little like lighter fur on the face to kind of like almost shaped like where the eyes and the mouth are. And walks around with this little walking stick, but it's clearly like a fishing rod he's just been using around. And kind of just looks over at the Pendra and he's like, "Yeah, I don't see why you're asking all these questions. Like that is what happened. I was there."
Oh no! Again, not calling you a liar. You two seem like decent, honest folks. I know we've only had a roughly, what was it,
about
5
seconds?
days? Yeah, about 3
Oh.
seconds of introduction, right? A very brief amount of time. But I'm sure we'll be fast friends, and I'm certain I'll be able to see your prowess as adventurers in action fairly soon.
And I even have a picture of me at the event. And he pulls out like this little scrapbook. And it's like a childlike sketch of like a big like turtle dragon, like throwing something in the distance with the picture. It says Harby, but it's all spelled like a kid just wrote it out. And I was like, yeah. So that looks like me, right? Come on.
And Pendra kind of looks at it, and as Padron like looks at this drawing, you see their facial features kind of shift around and kind of rearrange themselves to look like the childlike drawing that you drew. And then they kind of look over at Ripple and they say, "Pretty similar, right? He's a very good artist."
Yeah,
It's impeccable.
Impeccable. And then kind of wipes the face and it's back to their changeling normal. See,
I want you to make a stealth check for me.
I would love to.
Anything stealth related. You can do sleight of hand.
Absolutely.
If you like.
I think general they're both the same, but I think stealth makes the most sense here. It's more of a full body thing. That's a 7.
That's a 7. With a 7, you kind of see off to the side, just in your peripheral, a fisherman staring at you with a shocked face. And he doesn't say anything to you, but he's just like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Looks over at the rest of the party. It appears we have a bit more of a superstitious locale. I'll do my best to kind of keep it quiet. And then they kind of like look around. I'm going to cast minor illusion to kind of cause like a little like changing booth to go around me,
Okay.
if that's permitted. Just like a little blinder. And
Sure,
then
why not?
when it drops, Pendrin has like roughly the same facial structure, bone structure, and everything like that. A little change, but it's in the appearance of a half elf with like flaxen and blonde hair and like a smattering of freckles upon their face. I think this
same fisherman is just like, "What the fuck?" And he just walks away. He shakes his head and he walks away. He cannot comprehend the thing you just did in front of him.
Some people just don't know how to mind their business.
Some people, hey, adults just don't understand. Am I right?
You're so right, Pendrin. I'm glad that you're on our crew.
How old is Pendrin?
Pendrin is about 24.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
An adult.
Very young. Yeah, an adult, yes, but still like a newbie at the adventuring guild.
Gotcha. But before I forget, Harvey, You have on you a fishing guild sigil because of your bold tactics to get into the fishing guild last session. You have been admitted as an intermediate member, so you are middle of the road in terms of guild funding and guild benefits. But if you decide to spend some time fishing and bring it back to the guild or any location of the guild to sell your wares, you can get some extra money for that.
Good to know. Good to know. I want to kind of just look around and see if there's anyone else kind of note while we're on the ship, or even as we're just kind of disembarking.
Yeah, roll perception for me.
All right, so 17.
17 with a 17. You see other fishing guild members. You can tell by the sigils on their overcoats and whatnot. There are a couple of fishing guild boats. You do see some adventuring guild guards, as this town is primarily run by the adventuring guild. They're just kind of walking around in their steel plate. You do see other pirates and other adventurers. Pirates are permitted in the area so long as they don't cause trouble. So careful if you are trying to avoid a fight.
I want to go walk around every fishing guild member I see. I go, no need to thank me. I know I'm a hero. No need to pay any dues. Your thanks is all I'll ever need.
Okay, you walk directly up to this wizened
Amazing.
old fisherman who has an insignia showing that he is top rank at the fishing guild, and you say this to him. He just looks down at you, spits, and starts walking back toward his boat.
Look back at the party and say, sometimes I don't even need the thanks. I can just see it in their eyes.
I am already in love with the culture here. I think we're going to have quite a good time with these locales.
Everybody seems so friendly.
Off in the distance, you hear, "Fuck you! I'll kill you and your mom!" And then a little bit of crashing, and that's about all you hear from that scuffle.
So I guess maybe to get out of here a little bit quicker, we should figure out what's next.
Does anyone? Which one of you was carrying the? Yeah, which one of you was carrying the guild orders for this task? Oh, I assumed when I met up with you, one of you would have been given the mission at hand.
I gave it to Ripple. Pretty sure he handed it off right at the start.
Oh, do I have that?
Everybody roll a history check.
Oh shit! This is 17.
Oh
7.
Shit! Nice. Okay, gotcha.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Pendleton with a 17. You would remember that you guys lost the orders. They're gone. You just know you need to go to a nearby town. The Magalnar who gave you the orders told you that it would be a town with cherry trees in bloom.
Well, I do see the cherry blossom trees around here. It would have been nice if Magalnar told us a few more things about what was going on. Maybe there's a mayor or a magistrate or somebody in charge we can speak to.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to go check, would it?
It would not.
And just again, guys, I'm really sorry about dropping the orders. Ships get kind of, bumpy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rough seas and all that. Perfectly understandable, darling. Perfectly understandable. And Pendra kind of looks out, just clear blue skies.
Even with you would think I would have had it growing up on the seas and working with sailors, but sometimes I still got butterfingers. And Ripple just kind of starts speed walking towards the cherry blossoms.
You do. You speed walk. Yeah, expeditiously, might I add. You are gone.
She's a little nervous. She's picking at her finger beds, picking at the skin. She feels pretty bad about it.
Before we leave this area, is there a? I want to. How do I say this? I would like to try to suss out somebody who's down on their luck in this area.
Okay.
As I got a folk hero background, I want to kind of see like who might be down on the luck, see if there's anything else I might be able to do for this town before leaving. Maybe like a
Sure.
final stop before boarding the ship out.
You see a lot of unaffiliated fishermen around. Just from previously looking around this harbor. A lot of them look like they are not doing too well. There are also a few homeless people, and a couple vagrants coming in from out of town.
Okay, gotcha. Just keep that in the back of my head, and I'll go ahead and follow Ripple. Hobby, are you coming?
I kind of get off I kind of walking away from the dock. I turn to them all and say, "You're all welcome, commoners." And kind of turn to walk away.
You hear a fisherman off in the background go, "Fuck you!"
Turn back. He could have been talking to anyone. We don't know.
You're right. You could have been. All right. So as you move along the path, let's see what random event you get.
Oh God, fireball rain. Every drop of fireball.
In the middle of the road, on this charred, barren path, you see a tall suit of armor, colored green, with wear. Looks like it's growing a little bit of moss on it. It is just standing there with a great sword held like this on the pommel. He's not moving, but he is blocking your path. You could walk around him, but
Can I go inspect it real fast?
yeah, absolutely. Roll.
17.
17. With a 17, you don't see any signs of life at all. But you sense that something is a little bit off about it. Inspecting it a little further, there is a ring on the outside of one of the gauntlets, which is a weird place for somebody to be wearing a ring, as, with armor on, but he's doing it. There's also a frayed amulet hanging from its neck.
Can the helmet be open from like the front, like a?
Yes.
How big is the gap there?
Like the gap between the top and the bottom of the visor, or
like could I slip in there and just kind of wear the armor?
Oh, I mean, if you want to like take the shirt off of the armor, I guess take that plate off. You could probably slip in.
Yeah, can someone just help me get the breastplate off real fast when I hop inside?
I'm just not sure that's too good of an idea. I'm not.
No one's
Can you think of
there.
any other reason for a suit of armor to be out here in the middle of our path if it weren't to protect something?
A gift?
Have you thought about perhaps asking it if you could enter it? I heard that's quite the
That's a good
popular thing to do
idea.
these days.
We do like
Okay.
Good
consent.
idea.
Yeah. So I reach up and I kind of knock on the armor's like little shin and I go, "Hello?"
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I lean over to Pendrin and say,
14.
A 14.
he thinks
With
this
a
is a
14,
gift, but the locals are so unfriendly.
I rolled a 14.
I
14.
just think Harvey just has a lot to learn about people besides Harringtons. Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Oh, you're probably right.
With a 14, you feel a buzz in the back of your head, and you feel a little bit addled, but nothing really happens. Other than that,
Oh.
you just kind of got like a fuzz going on in your head.
Well,
Hobby, how did it go?
You guys. He said no. He said he wants to talk to you guys. Actually, we'll talk to him.
Oh, fantastic! I stroll up. I do a very elaborate bow to this. You said it's an empty suit of armor.
It might be an empty suit of armor. There's no signs of life, but
say hello, dear Sentinel. We've just left the boat, as you can see, and we are looking for some sort of governing body in Octon. Would you happen to be able to point us in the right direction?
For a moment, it is just silent, and then a small sparrow just kind of flutters down and lands on top of the helmet. It doesn't say anything. It's still just standing there.
Can I make a Arcana check to maybe see what the relationship between the sparrow is?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this is obviously fucking magic. That is a 19. Sorry, a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, that bird ain't magic at all. He's just looking for a perch in this barren wasteland. However,
okay.
the suit is magic.
Ah.
With a dirty 20, you would understand that it is trapped. There are multiple layers depending on what happens to the suit of armor.
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe I remember something my patron told me during whatever training I got received, and I look at everyone else and I say, "Oh yes, we should leave this alone. This is a sort of a safeguard to whatever spirits inhabiting this. May you have a good day. Thank you for passage. Yada yada. Blah blah blah." And I try to stroll past.
You do it. You stroll past.
Oh, look at that! Well, fantastic. I produce a small flask from my hip and I take a quick swig.
Hell yeah. What's in your flask?
Elven brandy wine.
Hell yeah.
It has a nice kind of smoky overtone, but like a very nutty, fruity undertone.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to take a little peek and see if I want to look at the amulet it's wearing and see if I recognize anything from it or if I would know what it was.
Sure. Make an Arcana check for me.
16.
16. With a 16, you would know that this is an amulet of strength. It gives you a +1 to any strength roll. However, it is attached to this magical suit of armor.
So
the adventurer's dilemma. Do we steal some shit right off the get-go and unhinge the entire adventure, or do we keep moving? I'm down for either or. What do you guys want to do?
I have a great plan, guys, and I kind of clear the space. I have you guys stand behind me. And I just stretch my little arms out, and I start to be like, guys, don't worry, I have a plan.
Harvey, are you sure whatever your plan is, it's the best idea?
I'm sorry. I'm a wizard. I think I know what I'm doing
Harvey,
here.
do you remember the sewers in the plan you had then?
The head drop?
Harvey, do you think perhaps we could strike a deal where maybe you tell us the plans before you just do it? And then we all vote and see if it's a good idea.
I
was just going to give the little rocket toss at it and see what happens.
See, but when you touched it, it made your head feel funny.
So
what do you think will happen if we hit it?
So you can do it.
Pendrin? I don't feel it's a good idea. What do you think?
Do you want the tactful answer, or do you want the honest answer?
Honesty is always the best policy.
I find that to be the same thing. I think it would be really funny if either one of you did it, just because I feel like you have two tough S-rank adventurers. You'll probably be fine. I'm a little curious to see what the magic is in there. But at the same time, perhaps maybe this is an outward sort of situation. We maybe collect this artifact. Sorry, steal it from this town on the way out.
I want to lean down to Harvey.
Honesty is the best policy.
Even with his hat, he's like the same height as me, but I got to lean down to his ear, and I want to be like, So Pendrin doesn't know that we're not actually S-rank adventurers.
What are you talking about? No, I'm S. Look at my card.
We extorted them.
My card says S. What does it say here?
Harvey
got a point.
What does it say here?
Throw the rock.
I am gonna throw. I throw the rock at the suit of armor.
Pendrin takes a very large step back.
Yeah.
Still drinking from the flask. Sorry, from the flask.
Roll a flat D20 for me.
Is there anybody else on the street, by the way? Is it just us?
It was 20.
20.
Roll a dex saving throw.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I hope you brought fucking shield with you, dude.
20.
You rolled a 20? Hell yeah.
20.
You
1 in 400 chance.
A sick fucking action roll as a green streak of lightning shoots out from the visor of this suit of armor and just evaporates the ground where you were just standing.
Harvey, are you okay?
No, I think we leave it. I think it's fine.
I think what if we get it on the way out?
Yeah, I think you grab it, and I.
Well, let's just go figure out what we're actually supposed to be doing here.
Nobody has touched the
Yeah.
amulet yet, or the ring.
Can I inspect the ring for Arcana?
Harvey, hop
can.
up there and touch the amulet.
Roll
Alright,
Arcana
I'm gonna-
for me. Let's see if
Okay.
you know what this ring is.
Yeah,
Can I assist? Can I give the help action?
You absolutely can. Roll with
I
advantage.
think
I think I
Okay, so.
remember reading a tome or two about these. Let's collaborate.
19 plus 5, 24.
24. With a 24, you would recognize this as Ring of Recoil. If you get hit while wearing this ring, it will do about half of the damage you took to the attacker.
Interesting.
Hey guys, how good are you at stealing?
Oh, I gave that life up many years ago, but I mean, if I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm trying to be a better person, but I'm not going to, shame you
Hey,
if you decide to
look,
try.
I kind of walk over to him. I pull him. I kind of motion him down to me because I'm a little shorter than him. And look up at him. Hey,
Oh,
look,
I can. Yes. Hi.
No, look, you want to be S rank like me? These are the things you got to do. You gotta help with the S ranks, and you get S rank.
Oh, and so in order to be S rank like you specifically, I have to steal. So in order to be like you specifically, I have to steal. Is that what you're saying?
I was trained by a great adventurer, and now I'm training you. Oh,
Interesting. Well, give me 1 second. There is another way to go about this. I don't want to be too silly, but I look over. Is there like an urchin nearby, like a small child of some sort, or like
There's
a vagrant?
nobody on the path around you.
Well, there goes
unfortunately.
that plan. Let me see. Which one am I going for, my friend? I assume this is some sort of hazing tactic. You want me to
no.
take the nosedive?
While this is
I'm in-
happening, I'm looking at Harvey and like my arms are crossed and I'm just shaking my head.
Look,
What's an adventuring party without a little manipulation? You know?
I take out my little cardigan. What does this say?
It says something in Undercommon, I think, and then
Oh.
5.
No, wait. Kind of scribbles it out. Try some Esper, actually. Wait a minute. I'm really struggling here. No, that isn't it. Wait. Oh, wait, it's backwards. What does that say?
Yeah, that's a 5. That's an S. That's an S. I know my comp.
S rank. This isn't hazing. I'm a good guy. Saved a whole city.
Everybody make a history check.
I would love to. That is an 11 for Pentrin.
That's an
Oh, damn.
18.
So DC was 10. Y'all know there are some shitty fucking S rank adventurers who only got there because they plundered. They're more pirates than they are adventurers. Anyway, continue.
I look at Harvey and I say, Harvey,
Yeah.
Harvey, and I kneel down so I'm eye to eye with you, and I look at you and I say, I would love to enjoy some japery and some fine jokes. And trust me, I enjoy breaking the law as much as the next person. But perhaps we could put this little game of ours off until, and as I'm saying this, I'm kind of like fixing your robe a little bit. I'm like smoothing out creases. So we could say forego this until more, and then I kind of quickly snap your shoulder so it's a little bit more pressed, justifies you. Opportunistic time. How does that sound?
Fantastic.
Perfect.
So onward? We'll just get back
Onward.
to it later.
Yes,
Really?
sounds good to me.
All
Take one
right.
more note out. I kind of just scratch Arby's. Can just like slip it right next to the foot of the armor, and then catch up.
Okay.
property of
Okay.
Harvey.
A claim was made. If we were in the Feywilds, apparently that would be a legally binding claim. But we are here in Arkden, this beautiful, bustling town of culture and refinement, as we probably hear someone getting murdered in the alleyway next to us.
Yeah. Well, you guys are out in like the charred wasteland currently.
Oh, we are in the wastelands. I see. My apologies.
No, but you do smell the most horrific odor you've ever smelled, coming from the sea wind. Back the way you came.
Smells like home.
It truly fucking does. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, that was old Pendrin coming out. Let's continue, shall we? No, you know so much about me, seeing as we've known each other for 15 minutes now.
I like to think we're the best of friends.
I said fast friend. I give you a little wink.
Ripple starts following the path down further, and she likes it. She's wanting to take the lead, so she's just positioning herself in front of the other two.
Okay. Do you guys
By
follow?
all means. Yes. I can take the back if we're doing kind of a single line situation.
Pendrin, I need you to make a perception check for me as y'all walk away from the suit of armor.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, perception? That's 19.
19. With a 19, you hear the squeaking of hinges as our suit of armor kneels down behind you on one knee and promptly phases out of existence.
So, Harvey,
your note is still there though.
Harvey, you didn't actually. You're supposed to stick your note like in the helmet.
Inside of it.
That's how you state claim of something.
Runs back in tears, like dusting away the spot where it was, just hoping like maybe just phase underground, maybe, you know.
Hey, buddy.
Start digging.
We'll find you another ring.
Oh yeah.
Pendrin, I will personally point out the first suit of armor I find, empty or not, and you can have it. How about that, my friend?
Really?
Really?
Wow. I kind of just, after hearing that, I try to just take off full speed down the road.
Ripple is running to catch up.
Yeah. It's a scene out of One Piece. You guys are just fucking chasing each other down this path. Cartoon clouds behind you. Like
we're catching up to Luffy.
Yeah. You just ran past Usopp. Yeah. So as you guys continue down this path at full breakneck speed, you start to smell the sweet smell of cherry blossoms as the trees around you turn from just charred husks to these beautiful cherry trees in full bloom, petals floating down. The path goes from a charred dirt path to one made of pristine cobblestone, and you finally start to see other people on the road, passing you left and right, or well, not passing you because you're at breakneck speed, but they're around you. You're passing them, and you see a sign off in the distance. Welcome to the Hollow.
Pendrin's kind of waving at individuals, trying to put on the performance of a hero, of a people's person, someone who's here to do good and aid those in need. Sort of waving, making sure that the sword is being seen.
Roll charisma for me.
Would I love to roll charisma for you for my changeling warlock? Absolutely. That is a 21.
With a 21, children wave back at you. Travelers give you friendly nods. Even the most grizzled of travelers might crack a smile in your direction. Yeah, maybe just give you a little wave, a little two finger salute kind of thing. It seems
hello.
nobody's
Yes.
yeah, nobody's too pissed off at you being friendly. So
Oh, hello. It's so good. Yes, nice to meet you. Oh, babe, mwah. There you go. Take it back. That's, oh, goodness. Yes. You have a blessed day as well. Oh, these people are freaks. Oh, my God. That was way too easy. I say it quietly to the other party members.
That
These
was
people,
that
these
was
people
crazy.
will eat out of our hands.
Yeah.
Let's use that to our advantage later.
An
Whoa. Yeah.
an old woman
Mhm.
walks up to you and hands you a pie and says, "Here, Jerry, you look hungry. Have a good day." And she just walks off.
Oh, goodness. Thank you,
What
Nana.
kind of pie is it?
Very much.
Oh, no.
Uh,
A little
I,
break.
st- I, stick, I stick a, yeah, we can take a little, maybe we could, I don't want to say old lady,
Ma'am.
matriarch.
She turns around and she's like, "That's a new one."
Hello, we're new in town. What was your name, ma'am?
"Oh, I'm Ethel. Nice to meet you. What
Ethel.
was yours?"
Well, I am Pendrin. It's very nice to meet you. We're from the Adventuring Guild. We were sent here to solve some sort of issue that was berating your town. Is it two quick questions, Ethel, if you don't mind? First question is there some sort of establishment where we can perhaps enjoy this pie? And number two, is there some sort of governing body or magistrate or church leader or whatever that you all tend to have work for you for the betterment of the city?
"Oh yeah, there's actually we've been waiting for you in town. Cosima, our mayor, has been waiting for you for about the entire day.
Oh.
Apparently he's got a job for you that has to do with the vampire."
The vampire?
Vampire?
"Yeah, there's a
Oh.
vampire nearby. It's very scary, actually. I'm trying to keep positive about it, but who
Oh,
bye?"
Ethel. Oh,
Kinda
okay.
walk-
Goodbye. We'll see you later,
No,
I
I said
suppose.
who boy. Not
Oh,
goodbye.
who boy, not goodbye. Okay.
Not goodbye.
Sorry.
She didn't
White
just
noise in the
oblivion
ocean.
NPC you. She's
I'm done talking to you now.
yeah.
So just go
Me,
Ma'am, get inside. Esric Adventurer here to handle this.
Well,
And I'll
actually,
kinda,
I'm headed to the
pattern where
port,
she's-
but
Oh. Okay, well, if you see any armor, it's mine, okay? Just letting you know.
yeah, I'll tell people to keep an eye out for your lost armor.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you, Ethel, do you know anything about on the pathway up here, a giant suit of armor with trinkets on it?
Well, it sounds like that's your friend's armor.
Would there be any cases of it there before my friend got here? Have you ever
Not,
heard anybody talk about it?
not that I know of, but I don't travel very often.
Okay,
Would you know possibly an adventurer who's well seasoned from the area?
You know, I don't really talk to too many adventurers, but there's a cool looking guy with a big sword, just kind of hanging out in town.
Bolt over to him.
Is it this
immediately.
guy? And I point at Pendrin.
No, not that guy.
Oh, where
You're
could we
pretty
find
cool
the other
too,
guy?
though.
Oh, Ethel, I think you're very cool too. And I offer an arm. Well, if you're heading to the fort, I think we're probably heading in the same direction, correct? Would you like to
No,
accompany
I'm
us?
sorry, I'm headed to the port. I'm headed from where you guys
Port.
came from.
Again, the
Oh,
ocean and everything. Well, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for the information. We'll
course.
find the cool guy with the sword, and we will enjoy the pie. On the way out, if we happen to bump into each other again, could I potentially buy you a meal or something? I like learning about new areas and people.
Oh,
I
you
would
don't have to do
absolutely
that, dearie. But that's very lovely of you. If we run into each other, I'd be happy to talk to you.
Fantastic, Ethel. Thank you so much. And I kind of do like a little like not like a bow, but like a little like thank you. I'm holding the pie, kind of like a little like little acknowledgement, and then I kind of look at everybody else and kind of.
Yeah, she gives you a small polite bow and says, "Enjoy the fish pie," and starts walking off down the path.
Fish
Yes.
pie?
Big fan of fish pie.
we had a lot of fish pie growing up. But that's all for you, Pindrin. You know, Ethel seemed to really like you, so I don't think she'd want you to share. Maybe with Harvey, though.
Yeah. As
Oh, go ahead.
soon to be future guild or fisherman guild head, I mean, I wouldn't mind a slice or two or some of it, you know.
Bobby, I'll do you one better. When we get into town, I will buy you a meal. But this, and I show the pie, is what I like to call the key to a local individual's heart. And I'm going to use this to get some special standing with one of the individuals in town. Ethel seems like a well-known and intelligent individual, probably well-connected. Gives us a homemade pie of our own devising. We give it to, say, this Cosma, and it puts us in better standing.
And she did say she didn't talk to a lot of people, but maybe the pies
You know what?
speak for
Touche.
themselves.
Touche. Maybe I'm making too many. Yeah, I got some good legs on me. Maybe I'm making too many leaps and bounds with that.
Harvey,
So,
what is your passive perception?
What is passive perception under?
Maybe on the first
It
page.
should be.
It's normally your perception, or sorry, it's normally your wisdom plus 10. Unless you're proficient in it, or you have any like bonuses due to like feats or anything like that.
So my wisdom like total plus 10?
Yes.
Yes.
21.
21. Okay, with the 21, as Pendrin shows you the pie, you recognize it as an admiral's pie. If you eat a slice of that, you will get a +1 to any roll that has to do with fishing.
All right, Pendrin, listen. Come here. I really need that pie. We can get some food for someone else. That pie, really important to me. I take out like 2 gold pieces out of the 10 I have. I go, listen, for you. I'll just slip it into his pocket.
Oh, I put a hand over my pocket and I say, I don't want gold from you. I would rather take a favor.
Okay, deal. That pie.
And I extend a hand.
Oh yeah,
To shake on it?
And I give you a little high five.
Yeah, you feel a little sizzle of magic as it happens, and I say, all right, here you are. I'll call upon you when I need it.
Perfect. Like I just
Is this going to be a binding pact, or are you guys just like, yeah, I'll do it?
Oh, this is going to be a binding pact.
Okay, so
Also not-
little lore thing for you. In Duskwater, when you make a binding pact, it seals you magically to hold your word. So as you dap each other up, you see a small signature for that. Right, it looks like both of your signatures pop up in between the both of you and then burn away. This pact has now been bound.
Oh, dearie, did I do that? I am so terribly sorry. I meant for this to be more of a casual thing. Oh, well. And I give you the pie, and I start to walk down the road.
I look over at Ripple and I say, didn't even realize what he's missing out on. I start taking big old bites of it as I'm walking down the path.
You now
Harvey.
have a +1 to any fishing roll for the rest of the day.
Woohoo!
As I'm walking down the path with Harvey, I'm gonna kind of kick into what I remember conversations with my mother growing up being like when I was being too trustful of others, and I'm gonna be like, Harvey, not everybody has good intentions, and I think maybe we could practice slowing down and thinking things through. I'm excited for you in the fishing and the pie, but that was a really, I mean, you are magically bound now.
I just think I'm jealous of that delicious pie, and you can have a slice if you'd like some.
No,
Kinda hold
thank
it
you.
up.
I'm gonna pass on the pie. Also, I think that's how you could have kept the armor.
Wait, what?
I think that's what you did wrong is you wrote it on the paper and you didn't shake its hand.
Kind of like puts the pie down for a second, like clasps head. Thinks back to it longingly.
But you know what? What's done is done, and let's just go talk to the mayor, I guess. Sounds like there's a vampire. Good thing the light's still out.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Okay, you guys start making your way toward deeper into the village. It is a beautiful little village. The only trees there are cherry trees. There are fountains, there are hot springs. There are little places for people to fish in ponds. And there are a few shops along with residential buildings. There's a couple churches, and then in the center of town is the mayor's joint residence slash city hall.
Mm.
That seems like the place to go.
Talk about working from home. Am I right, gang? Gives himself a high five. That's all right.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Credits roll. No. As you guys make your way there, Harvey, if you would like to stop and fish at any time, if there is a body of water nearby, I will let you do that. I will just make you do a roll. If anybody wants to do anything while you are traveling at all, yeah, please stop me and let me know.
If I can,
Yes.
and I don't want to take up too much screen time, but
Have at it.
Kind of like what I was doing in the port. I want to kind of keep an eye out for maybe less fortunate individuals, people who seem like they're down on their luck. Anybody of like note that I might be able to speak to along the way. See if I can help out.
You see a few paladins with katanas walking around. You also see that most of the people that are down on their luck are being well cared for. You can see people walking in and out of City Hall giving meals to people who are lined up for it. However, there are some urchins around who look a little bit shady, but aren't partaking in what is essentially just D&D socialism.
They're not taking the free meals.
They're not. They're hanging out. They're begging. They're just hanging out on the side of the road, looking for people who don't hold on to their coin pouches too tightly.
Well,
I have a plan.
Pendrin kind of says to themselves, "Well, it can't be a child. That's unethical," and walks over to one of the urchins and says, "Hello, my friend. I've noticed. I hope you don't mind me saying so." Gets down to their level. My name is Pendrin. I'm an adventurer. I hope I'm not being too forthcoming, but it appears that you might be a little down on your luck, and I was hoping to possibly give you a few coin to kind of help you on your way, and maybe in exchange for some information about the area.
Down to business right off the bat, huh? I like it. I like it. Let's talk business, shall we? You would notice that this kid is about like 15. He's a little bit on the shorter side, covered in dirt, and there's a menacing glint in his eye.
Gotcha. And I do apologize. The camera did freeze for a second. Could you mind just give me a quick description of that character one more time?
Oh, the kid's about like 15 years old. He's just a teenager. Covered in dirt, menacing gleam in his eye. He's kind of like on the shorter end of a human teenager.
Gotcha. What was your name, friend? And how much gold would you say I have on me right now?
Oh wait, hold on.
I didn't roll for it or anything before the game. I apologize.
You all should have, because we're not doing the usual D&D gold system. You all should start with 100 gold.
Okay. I give 10 gold to this kid.
Okay. He jingles it in his hand, bites one of the coins, and then just pockets it. And he looks at you. What do you want to know?
Rumors, gossip, anything of note.
Well,
you know the drill. You've done this before.
Are you?
I'm sure of it.
Looking for potential targets? Or are you looking for, say, things for an adventurer to do?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Well, there's a rich paladin walking around. He's definitely from out of town. Big, shiny armor. Tall guy. Huge greatsword. He looks fucking awesome. I'm a little bit intimidated to go try and rob him, but I think someone who with the skills of an adventurer might be able to take something from him if you're brave enough. As for adventuring stuff, we have a bit of a vampire problem, but you'll probably have to talk to the mayor about that first.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your time. And
course.
is there a reason you're not taking the food from the town hall?
Well, they expect you to be on the up and up. If you're taking the city's food, you have to be an upstanding citizen, and it's much more profitable to not be.
I give the kid another 5 gold pieces, and I say, don't take too many shortcuts. All right, take it from me. And I kind of scruff their hair if they'll let me, and I'll walk off.
Yeah, they kind of glare at you, but they pocket the coin and don't say anything about the scruffing of the hair.
I try to give them the most knowing look, like an older sibling looking at the younger sibling making mistakes,
Yeah.
trying to pass on some generational knowledge, and walk back to the party.
I forgot you did ask the NPC's name. His name was Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Are we close
Cool.
to a body of water? Right now?
You are. There
yes.
are ponds and hot springs nearby.
I kind of motion the party nearby and say, "Watch, we need to get the mayor a little gift before we go talking to him. Follow me." And I kind of lead him over to like the like the most undisturbed body of water we can find. I have a little sit down. I pull out a little pipe and I light it. And then I
Okay.
cast my rod.
Yeah, underneath a cherry blossom tree, with the petals floating down, you find a nice shady spot to light up and to get your tackle ready. You can see the shadows of fish swimming around in the water. Every once in a while, you do see an orange glint.
Orange glint. See if we can get something.
Goldfish.
Roll +1, 18.
Quite the catch.
An 18. With an 18, how long do you want to spend fishing?
Probably just like 30 minutes, maybe.
30 minutes. With an 18 in 30 minutes, you catch 3 giant goldfish.
Perfect. I walk to the other 2 party members. I hand them each 1 goldfish.
Hell yeah,
And
it's
I
still
think this is gonna be
flopping.
a perfect gift.
Thank you so much, Harvey.
Harvey.
Those weren't. I was gonna give this to the mayor for some
Okay.
information. I was gonna grease the wheels.
Holding it by the lip as it's still alive, I assume. Harvey, I truly think that if it came from me, they would know that you would catch it regardless. I'm more than happy to carry it, but, and I kind of present it back to Harvey, I think it would mean so much more coming from you.
As an Esric adventurer, I'll take that. And I kind of just take it back.
Perfect.
So because I'm like, I don't know how big they are. I guess I'm just dragging them along the ground as I'm walking to the mayor's place.
I would say they are that big in relativity to your size.
Kind of over both arms, kind of dragging the heads along the ground, walking up to the mayor's front door.
Okay. You walk up to town hall, and the doors are open. As you see servants walking in and out, giving people meals. You also just like look in, and there's right there in the middle of the entrance is a receptionist desk.
I'm gonna walk up to her or walk up to the desk right away, and I'm like, "Excuse me," and I kind of like chuck one fish up there, followed by the second. I'm like, "I need to speak with the mayor real fast. I brought him some gifts."
Oh shit! Hold up! Whoa! As
I reach
hear,
out and I grab the fish and hold them in my arms.
you hear some clamoring as a halfling tries to climb up onto this seat that's way too tall for a halfling to look over the desk. And he kind of climbs up and like cleans himself up a little bit and then tries to peer down at you, but has to like lean over the desk to see you. It's a big desk. It's ridiculously large. And he's just like, see the mayor. Are you wouldn't happen to be the adventurers we're waiting for, are you?
We would.
We are.
Aha! All right. Just follow the hall down that way and take a left. And he points to the right, and it looks like it's just a hallway with just a few doors that turns to the left at the end. There's no other way you could go unless you go in one of the doors.
I try to find another entrance way.
Okay, you open a door and hear a scream.
Not that one.
As a woman is currently getting dressed in there.
Oh, ooh, okay. Well,
Hendren.
Yeah,
Hendren.
please don't open any of the doors. There's we're giving people
Yeah.
clothes. They need to put them
Oh.
on somewhere.
I kind of say through the door, I am so sorry. And then I kind of like, yeah, I apologize. And I kind of retreat back to the group.
Okay, you do that.
Very charitable of your organization.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm holding all of the fish in my arms now because I felt bad about Harvey just plopping them onto the desk.
Okay.
And I want to look at Harvey and be like, "Lead the way."
Okay, the
So I
fish
kinda
are
just-
no longer flopping.
Yeah, I figured.
Woohoo!
All right.
So kind of
They're sleeping.
Yeah, they're eepy.
Oh.
They're very chronically fish.
Chronically eepy fish. So as you guys follow the receptionist directions, you walk down this hall. You can hear the shuffling of people changing clothes. And you turn into the hall. There is a small room with about 4 or 5 chairs in front of a desk, and a man in a suit is standing there waiting for you. He checks all of your adventure IDs and motions for you to take a seat and wait for the mayor.
Okay.
Okay. All of you do that, and then it takes a little bit of time for the mayor to finally show up. You guys are sitting there for a solid 10 minutes. For somebody who has been waiting for you all day, he's sure making you wait.
Real fast, Matt, before the mayor comes in, are there any like photos of like a family or wife or like parents or anything like that? Just kind of get to know the person.
There are not, but there are tapestries that line the walls, showing the history of the village.
Mm. And okay, gotcha. Are there any like heroic figures in these tapestries?
Yes. So there is, you can kind of glean from this that there are the samurai heroes who wear paladin's armor but have like kind of more of a samurai look to them, all wielding katanas, and in each picture on these tapestries you see one that is donning red armor, and it seems that red armor is passed down through generations to the strongest samurai, who then, as you can kind of glean from this just by looking at it, probably is the leader of the village.
Gotcha. I would like to, before the mayor comes in, before Cosmic comes in, I want to copy a few facial features and maybe like the bone structure of this individual.
Okay.
So maybe nothing too obvious, but like maybe just kind of the cheekbone or the jawline of
Okay.
of whoever this ancestor is, to kind of subtly have a little bit more familiarity.
Yeah. So your cheekbones get a little higher. Your jawline gets a little bit more square. And you look a little bit more wizened. As you start to hear a doorknob jiggle. And the door opens, and a man in deep red samurai armor walks in.
Right away, I think I want to go ahead and use a cantrip of Mage Hand and just kind of fly it across the room and like extend it out, be like, "Howdy there."
Yeah, he looks at it for a moment, and like he just kind of stares. It's like, do you want me? I can shake your hand. Do you want me to shake this?
I go, "Hair, Harvey Hair at your service, sir."
Oh, okay.
kinda
He takes
there.
his hand off
Waiting
the
for a
hilt
handshake.
of his sword that is still entering the room as he walks in. It's long as fuck, dude. It is like a 7-foot long katana. And he shakes the mage hand, and just kind of like looks at you strangely, and moves his sword as he takes a seat behind the desk. And he says, "Hello, I'm Kazuma Ishikawa. I'm the leader of this village, also known as the Red Knight. I have some bad news for you. I realize two of you are S rank adventurers. However, this just became an S plus rank job.
Oh,
This is it will be difficult to take down this vampire. We have confirmed that it is a higher vampire, but don't let me get ahead of myself. Let's start with the where. So there is a village off to the north called Valen. It has been abandoned for years, due to about 100 years ago vampire attacks. Who knew? Turns out we never killed the vampire. We thought we did. He came back. We don't know his name, but we do know he has a high body count. There was a lot of death in that village. So, we need him gone now before we start dropping like flies.
got it.
We would assume that the going rate is enough for an S plus job. That should be about 20,000 gold.
Yeah, I think that pretty good. If I was a sap, Mr. Mayor, I'll just say this: high body count, 100-year-old vampire, S plus only pay. Come on, I think we can work that up a little bit.
Aren't you the one who fought a god?
And slayed the god.
So why you need so much extra money for something as paltry to you as a higher vampire?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was calling you to my village to kill the vampire.
Well, we can always offer the job to somebody else.
No, I'll take it though.
I
I'm really
will.
experienced with the what? Fine, that's
I
fine.
think we're off to the wrong foot, perhaps. Hi, I'm Pendrin. Extends
Hello,
a
Pendrin.
hand, extends a hand, and says, "Listen, we are more than happy to assist with this issue, but I mean, besides information, which I'm sure you're ready to provide, is there any other resources, perhaps, that you could aid us in? Weapons, anything along those lines that could aid in the vampire? Even holy water. I'm not sure if there's an Ilmatari convent nearby or somebody who could bless our flasks, but any little bit would help."
We do not have anything super helpful, unfortunately. We do, however, have a few magic items for you to pick through once we have sealed the deal on this job.
Gotcha. And is there any way that these magic items could aid us in this adventure? And we
Absolutely.
could potentially get them early.
Well, I'd rather not give you magic items until we have shaken hands on this deal. But yes, you will get them before you head out to fight
Mr.
the
That sounds
Mayor.
lovely.
If I can sweeten the pot a little bit for us, and I pull up one of the goldfish. There are 2 more where this one came from.
My city paid for these goldfish. Like you're
What?
welcome to cook
Sorry,
them up,
I
but like
But we found them. They were washed up on shore.
oh, then I probably wouldn't eat those. It's probably diseased in some way. Might get sick.
My compatriot's being far too modest. He caught it with the deftness of a master fisherman. How about this? How about you keep these on ice for us, and we get back, we have a little celebration of sorts.
Sure, sounds good to me.
I would like to make an insight check on Kazuma as well, if possible. I want to see if he's like distressed, how
Make a
stressed
what?
out he is about this.
What check?
An insight check, if
Insight.
possible, or a perception, whatever you think would be okay. I want to gauge this man's mental status, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
insight
See
would be,
how he's-
would be the role.
How he was doing right now. You know, I hear that our paladin friend here, Ripple, can really stir up a mean fish.
Yeah.
That is going to be an 8.
That's an 8. With an 8, you do get the sense that he is highly stressed, more than likely about the vampire situation. As you've walked through the village, you haven't really noticed anything of note going on that would be more stressful than day-to-day activities.
Of course. Well, what do you say we put these on the ice? We talk business, signed a little contract, get some magic items, and then after the job is complete, we can look forward to a little rest and relaxation.
That sounds like a plan.
Mm.
So,
I have
are
one
you all in?
question.
Yes.
Is it just the one vampire or is it multiple?
There is
thought
one
they're, like,
vampire.
No
Just one?
thrall, no spawn.
Not that we have seen.
Oh.
The village seems very quiet.
I kind of like lean over to Ripple, very obviously, but I'm like, what do you think about this?
I think it's what we were hired to do. I
lean
guess
back
I'm
over.
in.
I think it's a good deal.
Okay. Cosmo stands up and gives you all a bow as you see his signature pop up in front of him.
Is there a tipping option with this as well? I'm really kidding. I grab what I assume is a spectral quill and I sign mine as well.
Correct. Yes.
Yep. I also signed mine.
Kind of grab it and just kind of
You just scribble
what I
it in
think my
there.
signature would look like. Yeah.
Yeah, you scribble it in there, and it goes from a scribble to the most beautiful penmanship you've ever seen, and then immediately
Harvey.
disappears.
Wow.
Harvey, you never told me you were a calligraphist.
That
I
was
didn't even
beautiful.
know I was a calligraphist. And look at my little rabbit hands.
Yeah, you don't have thumbs.
I'm sorry. Whoa.
No, you probably have thumbs, right? Like I would
No,
assume
it's
you have
like a
opposable.
rabbit foot.
Oh, it's
That's
No,
straight
I
up.
think
far.
It's just funny to look. It looks like just
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
paw.
I love it. Yeah.
Trying to hold a wand like this.
The deal has been struck. Cosmo's bow gets deeper, and then he stands back up. He says, "Wonderful. Now, if you follow me, we can dole out your magic items." And he walks
Fantastic.
back through the door that he came in from. His katana follows him for a while.
I want that sword more than life itself.
Me
Oh my God,
too, Pendrin.
I didn't want to say anything while he was just watching the same, right, guys?
Are you guys
Man's-
saying this out loud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Cosmo
The man
turns
is
and
packing.
he looks over his shoulder and he says, "Well, if you can beat me in a fight later, then maybe you can get it. Unfortunately, with this sword, you will take on the duties of mayor. So do with that
I
what
don't
you
mind a
will."
little. Cosmo, I don't mind a little one-on-one with you.
Well, if you beat this vampire, we'll see. And he continues down the hall.
So we're getting that sword later.
We'll tire him
right?
out first, and then you guys do what you have to.
Thank you.
Very-
Thank you.
All right. As you guys walk down the hall, Cosmo takes a right into a large armory. On a table in front of you are 3 magic items, 1 amulet, 1 ring, and a cape.
Okay,
Oh.
so what do these all
What are we
do?
looking at here?
I think I'd look really cool in a cape, guys.
I
What-
think you would honestly.
I think everyone will, but you especially, Ripple. I think.
Thank you. Let's figure out what they do, though.
I think we should just go off aesthetics alone and figure it out on the road.
You know what? I think you're right, Pendrin.
I don't recommend that, but like, if that's more fun for S ranks, yeah, go for it. Have at it. I can explain it to you if you want to know, but
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
they do?
well, the cape, starting with that, is the cape of feather fall. So if you fall from a high distance, it won't feel so high anymore. You'll land safely. You don't even have to cast anything. You just fall slower. The ring is a ring of hold on. Ring of defense. It adds +1 to your AC.
Good to know.
And the amulet is an amulet of accuracy. which means you get a +1 to any ranged attack.
Well,
I don't think that one's good for me.
I'm a bit more up close and personal myself.
What does the amulet do again?
It's an amulet of accuracy, so it's it gives you a +1 to any ranged attack.
Harvey, you would look so good in that necklace.
That's
Kinda
your
just pick it up.
color.
Flip it over, kind of look at it, give it a little smell.
Oh my god, it really brings out your eyes.
Does it really? Are you guys being serious? Oh,
I'm
being
so
so serious.
I have been
Hobby, you look so fabulous.
Like, who even is this? Is that even Harvey?
I haven't seen anyone else on this island wearing green bronzed chain yet, and this could be you.
stop, guys! Oh my god! Stop! Oh my god! What was I? I'll
Yeah,
take
what is
that.
it?
I'm just gonna.
The
And the
emerald,
giant-
the emerald set in the amulet glints at you as if begging you to take it.
Wow.
Can I want to toss this to the rest of the party. Can we say it looks like a large bow and arrow target?
Yeah, sure.
Like
Why
a
not?
bullseye?
That's beautiful.
Absolutely, it does. Why not?
Hobby, darling, Hobby, target you. Perfect.
Wow. I look at it, amazed. Kind of look at it, like see if I can get my reflection in it, and I go, ah, just for me.
It is just for you, Harvey. Put it on.
Slides it right over my head. Perfect.
Okay, so
It is a
do
perfect
you
fit.
want the
You
ring
are
or do
immediately
you want the
attuned.
cape?
Oh, I would absolutely. I'm not much of a acrobaticist, but I wouldn't mind a little extra protection, seeing as I kind of look at my loose armor, my loose leather bargain bin Goodwill armor. I wouldn't mind the ring, but ultimately, Ripple, you can choose first. I'll take the or. They're both useful. I'm sure I'll find good use for either or.
I just think I would look so good in a cape.
I think you would too.
Okay, so you get the ring, I get the cape.
I'll take the ring. You take the cape. Hobby has
Perfect.
the amulet. Look at us. Oh,
They were made for us. It's crazy.
team work. I love it. Look at all of us working together like a team. That's why they call it that. Crazy.
I put my cape on
ring
and I
on.
kind of like strike a little pose.
Yeah. So the cape is it looks like it's made of feathers. And it has a little billowing cloud at the bottom.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The ring is a gold ring with a ruby inlet. Or set in. It is absolutely gorgeous, but it also tasteful as a ruby ring.
Nice. I instinctually
Looks
go to
so
put it on
classy.
my ring finger on my left hand. I pause for a second, and I put it on my pinky.
Not since the divorce.
Not again.
Karen, I miss
Too
my
many
kids.
hearts broken. Thank you for taking my children.
All right, y'all have your magic items. If you have more questions for Cosma, now is the time. Otherwise, we can skip ahead to the journey toward the village.
What is this vampire lord's name?
It is Ravis.
Davis, and you want him dead, right? Not relocated, not
We want him dead.
dead.
The only good vampire
Okay.
is a dead vampire.
Follow-up question.
Yes.
What does he
Couldn't
look
agree
like?
more.
What does he look like? He is a tall, bookish man with round glasses and long black hair.
Okay.
Can I go over the contract that we signed as well? Does the contract specifically say that they want him dead
Yes,
verbatim?
it does.
Good to
Are his
know.
clothes included in
is
him
it-
being dead? Can I keep the cape?
Sure. If he's wearing a cape.
Oh, okay,
Wait,
gotcha.
with the vampire's cape or
Yeah, you're
Rip's
gonna
Vampire's
take my
cape.
cape, are you,
No,
Harvey?
I want the vampire cape. I just
I
feel
mean-
like he.
You can take anything you want off the vampire. We don't give a shit.
Oh, like what are the odds? I mean, he's not gonna need it any. You know what? It's fine. Let's just go. I kind of just.
We'll get
leave
you
the
his
room.
cape, Harvey.
Hobby, you can have his cape.
Nobody's saying you
yeah.
can't have the cape, Harvey.
No, I know I can have the cape. Yeah, you know what? We can worry about this later. It's just not important.
Hey, Hobby, Are you doing good? How are you? What's with the
Is
cape
it because
obsession
he
recently?
didn't like the goldfish?
I'm not saying because he didn't like them. I just thought, I worked so hard.
You did. You worked
Really
so
heavy.
hard.
You
I mean,
did so good.
Well,
I didn't-
I did most of the carrying of the goldfish, but they were heavy.
yeah. I got soft little rabbit arms. Can't carry that.
But you did for a little bit, and you were so strong, and you looked so strong, and that's how we're gonna get you this cape. So there's no need to be sad, Harvey.
Wow. Takes off right off the building again.
Wow, they say.
Just follows after Harvey.
All right. As y'all walk out of town, you search for the sign to Valen and start heading north down the path. As you follow the path, the cherry blossoms give way to junipers, and it smells just fucking delightful all the way. And now it is time for another random event.
Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on, come on.
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
I probably am not. That one? Same one? It's the fucking armor again?
In your path is a green suit of armor.
Harvey!
Same stance,
Harvey!
same items on him.
I lean over to Pendrin and I'm like, okay, we can't let the armor get away this time because Harvey's just gonna take it really hard.
Okay.
Harvey needs this.
He
I'm like
needs
sweating. I'm
this.
shaking off the.
Look at him.
like,
All right,
I'll
Harvey.
approach the armor.
You approach the
And
armor.
I say,
Harvey?
I raise my little arms. I say, magic armor, hear me. I'll polish you every day if you follow me. And I reach my little paw out.
There's no response.
Oh.
Maybe
Okay.
he didn't hear you, Harvey.
Can I kind of climb up of him and get to like the headpiece?
You can try.
Hey, I just walk over to Ripper. Can you just pick me up and
Yeah,
hold me?
I got you. I walk up and I just kind of lift him up like a little kid.
Okay, yes, you do that.
Harvey?
Yeah?
Do you
Yeah?
want the amulet or the ring more?
What does the amulet do again?
It is a God. What was the? It's an amulet of strength.
Mhm.
It gives a +1 to strength rolls.
I think I'd
And
take
the ring was
The ring was a ring of recoil, so it does half the damage you
That's
just
right,
took
half
to
damage.
an attacker.
that's
the
pretty
ring's
good.
better.
They are
Probably.
single-use items,
Sounds
though.
like the ring is better.
Harvey, you
Mm.
already have an amulet.
I think I'm gonna need the ring. Wait. Yeah, I'll take the ring.
Okay, I want you to roll
Sounds-
sleight of hand.
I'm readying my longsword as well in case this fails.
What was the roll?
6.
6. With a 6, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
20.
Damn. Okay. Once
Jesus
again,
fucking Christ.
you get a little bit of brain fog, but otherwise you are you are a-okay. You are unsuccessful in getting the ring off of his hand, though.
I would like to slice the glove off.
Okay,
With
roll,
my
roll
longsword.
to
I'm gonna
attack.
step back with Harvey still in my arms.
There's kind of a shadow over Pendrin's face. I think also after we get out of town, there is like Pendrin drops the guise of the half elf as well, back to the kind of mannequin-esque form. That's an 18 to hit.
An 18 to hit. That does hit. Roll damage.
Roll damage, absolutely. So that is going to be an 11 damage.
11
be the
damage.
threshold?
Roll a dex saving throw.
I would love to. So it doesn't do it, is what you're saying.
Oh, the hand falls off, but let's get through the ramifications first.
Sure. That's a 7. Give me that.
7.
Give me that sweet damage, baby.
Oh boy! All right, hold on.
I think there's kind of like a moment where like you're kind of dealing with the repercussions. You're not 20. You're kind of collecting yourself, and then just like in an otherworldly flash, Pendrin is kind of like, like in anime where there's like they don't show the slice, but they show the repercussions of the slice. They show like the person with the sword like on the ground, and there's like the bright beam of light. That's kind of what happened. And looking at Pendrin's like physicality, like you would not expect this.
Yeah, it's sick for about 2 seconds. And as the glove does fall, you are hit with a beam of green lightning, and you take 14 damage.
Fuck me. Okay. 14, you said?
14.
Gotcha. Beautiful. You know what, Matt? I love that. I love that so much. Yeah. Beam of lightning. Pendrin screams in agony, and you see maybe a half a dozen like forms kind of like rapid fire through their body until they kind of like fall on their knees, grasping the glove, and they rip off the ring, kind of smoke sizzling off of them. You kind of get the smell of like a few different types of meat.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's
Damn.
cursed.
All right,
Pendrin's holding the ring in one hand.
You now have a ring of recoil and a few burn scars.
Ripple immediately kind of not like throws Harvey down, but drops him so he can still catch himself, but runs over to Pendrin and like reaches out to grab Pendrin's hand, and as she does, casts Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, thank you.
Cure those wounds.
Should I get back?
I clicked the D&D Beyond dice, so
Uh-oh.
let's hope it's nice to you.
Good luck.
That looks like a 7.
7. I can work with a 7. Thank you. Yeah. How do you heal Pendrin? What does it look like? Is it like a beam of energy? Is it like a hug? Like what is it? What does it look like?
I like to think when we like clasp hands to like pull you back up to your feet, you can kind of see like the magic go from Ripple's hand into Pendrin, like healing him. And then as you're back up on your feet, Ripple kind of clasps your shoulder and goes, "Walk it off. It's okay."
You sound just like my father.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, Pendrin kind of pauses for a second and kind of shivers and says, "Who was your patron again? Sorry, your deity."
Oh my God! Hold on. How could I forget?
It's a unique taste.
It is Melora. I serve Melora, the Wild Mother, and the Mother of the Seas.
Interesting. All right. Well, good to know. Thank you. Pendrin kind of puts that back in her head, holding the ring, kind of just a little bit above, a little bit above Harvey. Harvey.
I kind of sheepishly look up. I've kind of been looking at the floor this whole time, like an ashamed child. Like I look up and yeah.
What would you do for this? Kind of doing like the coin roll in my fingers to the best of my ability. It's not too good, but it's good enough to make a point.
Yeah, sleight of hand for me.
Yeah. See if I fucking drop it. That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh.
It's sick as fuck. You do fushigi in your spare time.
Harvey.
Yeah.
There's like trance music just appearing in the background.
Exactly.
Harvey, what would you do? Reach behind your ear, your large rabbit ear, pull back out. How would you? What would you equate the value of this to? Another favor, perhaps?
I can show you some cool magic tricks, eh?
I'm not against a cantrip or two with the with the DM's permission.
We'll say Harvey can give you 1 cantrip scroll, which means it is single use, but you will be able to cast it.
Interesting.
I can also do this, and I kind of stance out a little bit. Can I make a roll to do a backflip, like a standing backflip?
Yes. Make acrobatics for me. You are a rabbit, so jumping, I'm gonna give you advantage on. Why not?
Probably for the best. Okay. 16, but I want to note for my first roll I had a 4.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, with the 16, you do a pretty solid backflip. It's pretty cool.
I'll reach my
That's-
hands up. Ta-da!
Pendra kind of looks at him and is kind of weighing their options and goes, "You know what? That was really fucking sick," and just gives it to you.
Hell yeah.
I already have a favor.
No deal has been signed.
That was really fucking cool. Thank you for that. That was a nice treat.
Good job, Harvey.
It was definitely worth 7 points of damage. A wild animal.
Yeah, a wild-shaped druid has joined the party.
For our
Sorry,
yeah.
she's
Our-
being
no,
a
no, you're
baby.
good.
Oh, she's so
You
cute.
totally get our audio listeners. There's a beautiful looking dog that just jumped on the thing.
Her name is Squid. She's the world's biggest baby.
I love
And
squid.
she jumps up here when she needs 4 head kisses.
Oh, amazing.
Dude, my cat that you guys saw earlier just yells at me like an abusive parent. So
Jesus.
Mine just sleeps until she realizes I'm looking at her, and then goes and grabs a toy.
Aw.
until she realizes that she's the most muscular individual in her household, and goes and like
She
gets
is a
away
pit
with some
bull.
stuff. Yeah, love that dog.
My
Yeah.
other dog is laying behind me, and in the blurs, you can see I put Squid down, and she's now attacking my other dog.
Aw, perfect. I see
What a
the blob that is
baby.
Siri.
Yeah, with my fucking edited in blur.
Hey,
Uh,
same. I
yeah.
didn't want to pick up behind me.
It's same. I didn't want to make my bed. Thank you, GeForce, for making that shit. But yeah, so you now have a ring of recoil. As you took the ring off the hand, the armor did dissipate again.
Nice.
So
The owner
Good
isn't
job,
bad.
Pendrin.
uh
You're showing some S rank qualities. I see potential for your future.
Thank you. I'm hoping you're gonna
I'll put in a good
put in a
word.
good word with Magana. Hmm.
I like to imagine I'm just writing down every time you like you something I really like. I kind of write it down. And I'm like, it's like a letter of recommendation for him almost.
Oh yeah, yes, you can do that. You can recommend that other adventurers get ranked up. They will need 4 people to recommend so that they gain a rank, and one of those people has to be one of the 10 or one of the 7. So
wait.
so the leaders
Oh,
of the
okay.
Adventurers Guild.
Gotcha. So if one of you could play like another character next session and just like really fucking fall over Pendrin, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So unless y'all want to hang out in this area for a little while longer, we can continue down the path.
Oh, do we want a short rest or get
It
back
might
some
not
of
be
the
the,
HP you
the-
lost?
it might not
or-
be the I mean I'm doing okay. If we want to move on, maybe we take a short rest when we're all a little messed up. But other than that, I think I'll be okay. I'll be
I think we got this.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be
yeah.
Anything too
The
bad,
contract
right?
did not say did not specify a time frame. So if you guys want to take a long rest at any point, you can, unless you are, in combat.
Let's push
I
forward
mean-
just a little bit more.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking at our oh man, look at the time of the clock, the stream, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should continue on with the story.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough. All right. So
although,
you guys.
although a long rest to kind of get to know each other would kind of be a fun like little vignette as well. So
Oh,
I'm always
yeah.
open to those too. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate recently, as I'm sure everybody listening to the stream and
Same.
also in the stream has been, and like I do love a little like check out this fun little magic trip, or like listen to my trauma kind of vignettes that are going on those. So
I
always
agree.
game to trauma dump.
Hell yeah. Character trauma dump, I hope. Not just like, my boss is mean to me. Like,
Yeah, Pendrin is definitely not an extension of me, who I am. Like, yeah, no.
yeah, there you go. Okay, so as you guys move on, you notice it start to get darker. It is only about 4 p.m. However, it might as well be evening. So as you continue on, it does get darker and darker until black clouds obscure the sky and fog is rolling over the ground. You finally come across Valen, and you notice that the town has been walled off.
Goodness. Is there... It's been walled off, but is there potentially a gate to that wall?
There's
Do
a
I
gate
see
in
something
front of
along
you.
those lines? Oh, fun. And it's fully unlocked and ready for us to move through?
You can check.
I check. I walk up and I shake the gate.
You shake the gate. It is thoroughly locked. It's one of those like kind of drop down gates. There's like a crank on the other side with a chain that raises it.
A portcullis.
Portcullis. That's that. Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a portcullis.
Well, guess we go home.
You know what? That sounds right. Yeah. They don't want us to come in, so.
Wait, what is the wall made out of?
Stone.
Oh, damn.
Can we kind of look around and see if there's any other potential points of entry?
Yes. Everybody roll perception for me, or investigation. Either or.
Oh, darling, I'd love to. Perception or investigation?
Either
Oh,
or.
yes. They're both the same. That's an 11 for me. I'm a little
That's
distracted
a 5 for me.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out a way to
23.
blend the singe wounds into my natural palette that I got going on.
Yeah, the electricity that coursed through your system has fucked up your brain a little bit for the meantime. You said
Yeah.
a 23, Tofar?
23.
Fuck yeah. With a 23, you notice about 300 feet down the wall, there is a little crack that it looks like you can squeeze through. Specifically you,
Perfect.
with your size.
Perfect. I kind of just pointed out to everyone, I'm like, hey guys, let's go check that out.
Harvey,
That looks
do you-
far small for me.
do you think you could go through it and find the lever to open this gate for us? Because we can't fit in there.
Easy.
Just be careful, okay, Harvey?
I'll be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. S rank.
S rank, you got this? You're
I
not
go
going to
in
get caught.
chanting. S rank, and as I kind of move through the
Shh, 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 shh.
the tunnel, I kind of get out there, and I mean, I don't know what it looks like on the inside. I imagine it's just like an empty. I start getting a little quieter as I kind of come out and see there's no one around.
It does
It's really
get
quiet.
quieter. So you squeeze through this hole in the wall and immediately notice that it is completely silent. You cannot hear your fellow adventurers currently. It is just a dark town filled with fog. Yeah, you walk out and you can barely see about 20 feet in front of you, but you can make out the shapes of buildings. You do see the crank a couple of 100 feet ahead of you, though, or at least the outline of it.
Kind of just start approaching, very clearly trying to put on like a very brave face for no one, but like very shaky and like any amount of like noise or any movement I think I see, I kind of quickly dart around, try looking around as I kind of sort of like, I guess, quick walking, or was it? Yeah, picking up the pace to kind of get to the little handle.
You move expeditiously, and you reach the crank with no trouble. And then if you want to raise that portcullis, I'm gonna need you to make a strength check for me.
Oh no. 13.
13. With 13, you raise it, and as loud as that should be, you don't hear it.
Do we hear it?
You do.
Okay. Harvey, good job. I have not walked through the gate yet.
Yes, you can hear yourself. Harvey, you cannot hear a word. You do see Ripple saying something, but it's just silence.
I just look at them confused.
Harvey,
Or I guess it'd be like,
Harvey, say something.
what?
Do I hear him?
You do.
Okay. So he can't hear us, Pendrin.
I can. It's. All right. Well, I mean, the gate is open. Perhaps there was some sort of. Maybe this town was well known for their parties, and it was a sort of evocation of violence to allow for this to happen. Or maybe a band of bards came through here and they played a raucous concert and the governing decided, it's too loud for the neighboring town. I'm just following here, but there's
All
probably
really good ideas.
yes.
All really good ideas.
Thank you. I try to come up with only those.
Your creativity is astounding. And then I start walking through towards Harvey.
I
Okay.
did take a few art classes as a child, and I follow in behind you.
As you walk into the village, neither of you can hear a sound.
Oh, even
when
like
you
a
speak, you can hear your own voice, but not each other's.
Interesting. If I snap, does Ripple hear it?
No.
So it's not just sound. It's not just from the mouth. Okay. I look at Ripple and I kind of I make like a kind of a I try to sign to the best of my ability. I don't know if there is like a sign language in this world,
Absolutely.
but
There's sign common.
sign common. I don't know it, but I am doing my best to kind of sign like I am going to go up the stairs to Harvey, and I go Harvey, and I kind of do ears.
I kind of look at you and I go,
Thumbs
like,
up.
I think I get it. I know you said Harvey, and I know that that's probably something good. So I just thumbs up, and I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on the path behind them and just make sure nothing's creeping up on us.
Okay.
Mm.
Would you like to make a perception check for me?
I would love to. And that one. Oh my goodness.
Damn. Everything okay?
My dogs are playing. I apologize.
Gotcha.
Not one though.
Not one. The
Yeah.
only thing you notice through the fog is the outline of a large church.
Okay.
And just, buildings lining the road. It's a small village. There's not a lot here.
Okay. Good luck, guys. I can't protect you.
Thumbs up. I don't know what you just said. Thumbs up. I walk up the stairs to get Harvey.
Okay, you walk up the stairs. Harvey is standing at the crank.
Kind of wave my arms to get Harvey's attention.
Kind of just see him and I try to play off how cool I am. I'm like, yeah, it's all good, guys. I know what I'm doing. But like in my head, I'm just freaking out.
Yeah, I look at Harvey and I go like, we can't hear you. We can't hear each other. How do I say? I guess I do gills, I guess, for Ripple. I don't know if Ripple has gills or not, but
She does. She does.
She does. Okay, gotcha. I do kind of gills. I say, Ripple downstairs. Come on.
I'm kind of confused. I point at my fish around and I go, like, bad time.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I was kind of yeah. Bad time. I look and I go, okay. Big thumbs up, and I walk downstairs.
You follow?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Okay, so as you all make your way downstairs, you also see the large outline of the church. Just some buildings off to the side. I need the both of you to make perception checks for me.
Oh, I would love to, Matthew. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. We're gonna use a small die for this one, and it fell on the floor. It doesn't count.
What does it say? 11.
11 as well.
Hell yeah! With an 11, y'all can see a stray cat walking across the street. But other than that, nothing is going on. However, one thing you do notice is that the stray cat is making sound.
I kind of just slowly start approaching it, almost like I wanted to investigate almost.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to roll investigation, or you just want to check it out?
Investigation, just in case.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I'll accept animal handling too.
I would love to do animal handling if that's okay.
16.
Yeah, 16. With a 16, it's just a cat. The only thing that's different is you can hear its purrs.
Can I
18.
pick him up?
Yeah. I'd say we'll use Pendrin's 18 for animal handling for the group. Y'all can absolutely pick up this cat.
I'm gonna walk over and just kind of pick it up and start petting it.
Yeah, it purrs.
Oh wow!
It's a little orange
Mm.
tabby.
All the fear fades out of my body. I'm doing to be just fine.
I want. I don't know what I want to do. I kind of wave and get the group's attention. And then I just point
Raise
at
back.
the big church.
Kind of point at
Big
the
thumb.
cat. I go,
Yeah, I point at the cat too, and I give like 2 thumbs up, and then I don't know, I pet the cat a little bit, I guess, and I give like I do 2 thumbs up, and you can see I'm trying to shapeshift a 3rd thumb, but it's just not coming up. There's like a little ripple around the wrist. It's a little disquieting. It's kind of like an AI image.
Oh, hate that.
Yeah.
Ripple also thumbs up at the cat, but she does not reach out to pet it.
Okay. Do you guys head toward the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all head toward the church. And the cat just is still purring in Harvey's arms. It's that cat is having a damn good time.
woohoo!
As you walk up to the church, you notice it is kind of falling apart just a little bit. There's a hole in the roof off on to the left side. The steeple is looking cracked, not very good. Some of the windows are broken out and have planks of wood boarding them up. And the door is just slightly cracked open.
Can I see if Ripple recognizes like who the church is for?
Yeah, roll religion for me. As
That's
a
a 2.
religious class, you can roll with advantage.
Oh, thank God. 13.
Okay. With a 13, let's see. I don't know why I wrote out these tables so complexly. I gotta clean this shit up, man. This is the Church of Amaris, God of Love.
Ooh. Oh, Amar. Yes, nice.
Yeah. You can tell from some of the stained glass, just a bunch of imagery of different types of love. You see one image of a family happy together. You see another image of a couple holding each other. So there's stuff like that.
Cute.
Am I allowed to still cast cantrips in here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I want to try to look around for a little rock and cast light on it.
Okay, you do very easily find a rock and you cast light on it.
Kind of just chuck it in the church to see if like it lights up anything, sees anything really.
Yes, the church is filled with light for just a moment, and then the light goes out.
Hmm.
Are there any like scrap pieces of paper floating around, kind of environmentally?
Do investigation for me.
I would love to. Thank you. Investigation is a +1. That's a 16.
That's a 16. With a 16, you do find a frayed hymn book with a couple of blank pages.
Amazing.
Sitting on the lawn.
I ignore the blank pages and I immediately go to like the first page and I start writing on it. I don't know if we can say I have a pen or not. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, pen just starts writing on it. Silence is weird. Unsure of this town. Are we ready to go inside or explore around? ? Also, underneath that writes, P.S. Did not mean for that to rhyme, but apparently I have bars.
Yeah, you get
Ripple's kinda,
plus
like,
1 to
reading
bars.
over.
Yeah, I would like to multi-class into Bard, actually, right now.
Yeah.
Ripple's like watching his Pendrin write like over their shoulder and starts like kind of chuckling at that. Not that they hear, but she pulls out of her own inventory a notebook and a quill that she has and writes back, let's look around outside. And then turns the book to both of them.
Thumbs up from Fendrin.
I kind of walk over to put the cat down, trying to place it down gently, pat it one more time in the head, and then turn back, nod, and kind of follow them.
Okay, the cat follows you.
Wow.
And let's all do a perception check. The highest will be the group's perception.
Ooh, amazing. 18.
18. Okay.
5.
2 5s and an 18. Shit. All right. Okay, with an 18, y'all just see more debris out here. Out back behind the church is a very small cemetery. Off in the distance, you see a singular green light from the third story of a mansion.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Pendra writes on the pad or on the hymn book on the next page. It's probably a hymn titled like "What Is Love," and in parentheses, "Baby, Don't Hurt Me."
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Church first, then mansion? Question mark.
Ripple writes back in her book, church with a check mark, and then writes cemetery question mark.
Hands the book over to Harvey so that he can write some things as well.
Kind of mull it
Offers
over.
to hold the cat for a second. Or yeah, check out play with the cat.
Cat's on the ground right now. You can absolutely pick up the cat though.
Yeah, Pendra picks up the cat.
Hell yeah, it purrs. Cat fucking
Alright,
loves you guys.
Me and Godzilla think we should check out the house.
House first.
That's what Godzilla thinks. And I kind of write it down and like, point at the cat.
Godzilla? Question mark. Like a check mark with a P next to it.
I lean
Very
over
good.
and check mark and put an R. So I want to also write in the book again now and write, so then mansion question mark question mark question mark, and then hand it back to them. Okay, mansion first.
As you guys
Mansion first.
turn toward the mansion, you notice that the green light in the third story goes out.
Sketchy.
I immediately stop and turn back and look at them and point at the church.
Pendulum quickly writes, "Church is here in front of us. Church, cemetery, mansion."
Okay, so do you enter the church?
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, so before we do, can we take a
Tentatively.
quick 2-minute bio break?
Bio break. All right. Yep. Chat, please bear with us. We will be right back. We just are going to take a break for a quick piss.
I apologize for my mortal form. Be back
Do
in a
not
second.
apologize. My bad for not doing so earlier. I meant to do so at 7:30 and forgot. So we'll be right back, chat.
Why is this religion so spooky?
But things
Spooky
are
religion.
not happening correctly. Sorry, chat. Technical difficulty. All right, we're back. We're good. I fixed it. All right. So where we left off, we were just heading into the church. Big scary church. So
Nothing bad ever happens in church. I'm very excited for this.
filing order. Who's going in first? Who's going in last?
I'd like to go in first.
Okay. Does anybody have
I'll
an
go
issue
in
with that?
No.
Cool.
I can go in last if we want to kind of sandwich our mage.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. As you all file in, Pendrin, you notice that same window that was lit up before in the mansion is now glowing red. As you walk into the church, the door slowly creaks shut behind you. It's very dark in there. How many of you have dark sight or dark vision?
I don't think I do. Let me see.
No, I don't think I do either. Wait.
I think Ripple should, right?
I thought I did, but I cannot find
Don't.
it now.
Is there a lantern or potentially a candle nearby? Some sort of external light source.
Potentially.
I have a torch and a tinderbox in my adventuring gear. I'll go ahead and kind of sheath my shield for the time being, and I'll light up a torch.
Okay, you light up the torch. As the flame is thrown across the room, you see, or the light of the flame, you see pews that are just covered in dust, some covered in debris in places where the ceiling caved in. Ahead of you, raised on a slight bit of a stage, is an altar, and leaning up against the altar is a young girl dressed in white.
Can she see? Is she looking at us, or is like?
She is not looking at you. No. You just see the top of her head. Her head is kind of like slumped forward.
This doesn't seem good.
I
I
hand
have
the
a
torch.
plan.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
I kind of like take out the pen and paper. Can they see in here very well? Like what
Yeah, we
we're
got that.
writing?
Not
or-
super well, but through the light of the torch, you can see well enough to write.
I just kind of write sneak or approach or direct approach, and I hold it up to them.
I go 1 for option 1.
I also go 1 for option 1, but I want to kind of take the note in the pin from Harvey, and I want to write back armor, or my armor's loud, and then hand it back to Harvey.
Remember, nothing you
there's
do
no
makes sound.
Ooh,
Okay.
does that cancel out the disadvantage?
It does. You
They would
all have
okay.
advantage on stealth.
Advantage.
You
Holy
have
shit.
advantage
Okay,
on
awesome.
stealth.
Okay.
Cool.
As you all are writing back and forth to each other, you guys notice as the cat walks over to the little girl and curls up in her lap.
Okay. I would like to stealth up to the young child and make a perception insight, just to kind of do like a once over to kind of see like why glean any, maybe investigation, if that would be okay, to kind of glean any clues
absolutely.
as to what's going on here, kind of piece together a story. And that is a nat 20.
Damn. Okay, with a nat 20 investigation. First question I will ask you is, what is your experience with hunting monsters?
Again, Pendrin's fairly. I think Pendrin, as a warlock, has a certain level of understanding of the more out there, like the less common, like monsters, aberrations, maybe, depending on the kind of page. We haven't really dove in too much into that background, you and I. But as for fighting monsters, probably not much.
Okay,
Pendrin's still pretty green.
Roll a d4 for me, and let me know what you got. That will determine what you know. 4? Okay, with a 4, you notice, or you know that the little girl in front of you is a Bruxa, which is a type of vampire that uses sound to its advantage. It is very fast, always takes the form of a young girl, and if you get hit by its scream attack, you will be deafened and will take a lot of damage. However, they do sleep for centuries if left undisturbed.
I think Pendra kind of gets close and then begins to see maybe the first thing they notice is the puncture marks in the neck, and so they start to get concerned. And then they kind of get a little closer, and they notice the enlarged neck muscles and vocal box on this, and kind of pauses, and immediately looks back, and even more pale than their initial mannequin-esque kind of face, violet eyes, just kind of shaking, does kind of like a rally, and then just points to the door.
As you do that, the door creaks open slightly, and you see a tall elf with long black hair and a red cape walk in.
Oh, the cape!
Hands up. And you do not hear, but you feel in your minds, please do not wake her.
I point over at
two fucking thumbs up from Pedrin.
I look up at I can't remember your name. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Ripple.
I look up at Ripple and I point and I just motion cape.
I'm gonna look back at Harvey and I'm gonna be like the mom finger, be patient. Then
you all hear in your minds, please step away from her now.
Yeah, Pendrin is already up to this this dare I say bookish individual, Matt.
Very, very bookish. He does have large round glasses.
I kind of start walking. If he'll allow me to walk past him, I'll kind of glance at shoulder with my hand and go like this, kind of the universal "we need to talk."
He nods at you and holds the door open so you can pass.
Yeah,
Ripple,
I walk out immediately.
Ripple
shake up the torch, put it back in my pack. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to say Ripple is gonna wait until she sees Harvey walk out, and then she'll follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
She follows.
So you all walk out into this front I guess front square of this church. There's a gate into it and into this bright garden that leads into the sanctuary. And the tall bookish man snaps his fingers and a circle in the fog is created that envelops all of you. And you can now talk freely.
Wow.
He looks at you and he says, I'm so sorry. This is not, I don't expect visitors very often, so I usually just keep the front gate locked. Please, I must ask you to leave. I'm trying to protect everyone on this continent. If she wakes up, everybody will die.
Hey, not to be that guy, but there's a hole in your wall a couple 100 feet away.
There's a
So
hole?
I'll let you know.
Did you make that?
That's how I got in. No, I didn't make it. Okay, well, I didn't make it. I just got in through it.
Okay, well, I need to patch that. Thank you for letting me know, but I will need to ask you to leave.
Before we do that, I think it's important for us to meet each other on equal playing fields. Honesty is the best policy, as my friends have said to me earlier today. Is your name Ravis?
It is.
Okay. We've been sent here to kill you. And I'm not saying we're doing that right now, but let's just say we're in the negotiation stage.
Kill me for what? Exactly.
You're a vampire, I take it?
I am, but I don't go after humans. That's not my deal.
Do you know a Kazuma Ishikawa?
I do. The man who's in charge of the nearby village. I believe it's called the Hollow now.
He has a bone to pick with you about you being a vampire.
He's not very fond of the undead, as many people aren't. I'm you know what? I kind of get it. I didn't choose to be this way, but I am a little scary.
Got a cool cape though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Can we get back to the? Where'd you get that cape though? Where did you?
I actually make them myself. I have a closet full.
See, my friend here, he has been really wanting a cape.
Oh, I actually, this might
you
sound silly. I think I have one in your size.
Oh my, you're kidding. Oh my, I go up to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand.
Wow, guys, I'm
His long black fingernails kind of scratch you a little bit. It's not on purpose though.
Me too. Insight. I want to see if Ravis is like tensing up at all. Is possibly like, like when you're like kind of getting a little confrontational with somebody, you can kind of see like them getting ready to maybe throw a punch or something like that.
He doesn't.
I want to see if there's.
Yeah, right away without a roll. He doesn't look like he's ready to attack.
Oh,
but if you want to do insight,
I rolled a 22.
A 22. Okay, with a 22, yes, he doesn't look like he's going to attack. He does look very stressed out. Probably due to the fact that there is a much more powerful vampire being sealed away in this church right now. And somehow some adventurers just snuck into his compound. And we're about to fuck with her. So
not to ask too many questions, but like, what's the whole deal here? Because like, sound and scary vampire girl. Right.
So the no sound thing. It's easier to not wake somebody if you don't make sound. So I just to be safe, everywhere in the village, minus the inside of my house, is silenced. Everything is silenced.
Okay.
Except for
Has
her
she been
pet
up for a
cat, of
while?
course. But what's up?
Has she been up recently? Like, I don't know.
She's been asleep for the past 100 years. It was quite a slaughter.
Oh,
I was the one who
guys,
sealed her.
okay. That
How
clears so
much
much up, actually.
longer will she stay asleep?
If it's anything to go on, most Bruxes can sleep for about a millennia.
Guys, we're in the clear then.
That's
Who
only
is
if they
she?
aren't disturbed. Who is she? I don't know.
Is
She's
she?
far older than I am.
Hmm.
And Bruxes don't really talk. They just kind of yell at you. So
That's not fun.
So, is there like a long-term plan here? Like, what's the plan here? Like, long-term, like, once she wakes up, what's gonna happen then?
well, hopefully I'll be able to seal her again. The seal was
I feel like-
broken about 50 years ago, but she remains asleep, so she does not need to be currently sealed. As long as people stay out of this village, I will care for her. I'll make sure she doesn't hurt anybody.
Ravis,
Yes.
I'm Pendrin.
Nice
First
to meet
off,
you. Sorry,
it's very
very
nice.
rude of me.
Me too. We kind of meet on undesirable terms.
Very.
Again, we're with the Adventuring Guild. I don't know if you know how the Adventuring Guild handles things, but we did enter a pact to leave you dead, is I believe what the exact words were. Pact was to have you dead. And I think there might be a loophole in there somewhere, seeing as you
He's
are
already dead.
undead.
There
So I
is. Technically, if you can put me to sleep, I will technically be dead.
Wait, I got this, I got this.
Vampires don't sleep the way you do. We become corpses until we are stirred. However, you will need to stir me again so that I can take care of the Bruxa.
And you're just going to. Would you be willing to trust us with that? It sounds like our wizard has a potential outlet for that. I see no issue with you, and to be truthful with you as well, the politics of the Adventuring Guild, I've been noticing, tend to be a bit slippy and slidey. So I don't think we need to go verbatim with this, but you're willing to let us put you in a vulnerable state so that we may bypass this?
If
With
you
any-
join a pact with me, that you won't, say, drive a stake into my heart, or pour holy water on me, or anything like that.
Is the
We
whole
can-
garlic thing real?
No, actually, garlic bread is one of my favorite things to eat. For
It's
lesser
really fucking
vampires, lesser vampires, it does work, but for higher vampires, we It's usually just silver steaks and holy water that can kill us.
Is it the antioxidants in the garlic itself, or what is it about the? I'm so sorry. I don't know if we're getting off track here, but
Yeah,
I'm actually genuinely curious.
Unless a vampire's gut biome is very fucked. So if it's not necrotic or blood, it's not good for them. Garlic being very good for your natural gut biome. It just has the inverse effect on lesser vampires.
I would like to vote that we give Matt inspiration for coming up with a reason for that to work, because that was really
I
fucking good.
agree.
Thank you. DM inspiration. I will now give you all a nat 1 for one roll of my choosing. No. Yeah. If you would like to follow Ravis to ratify this agreement, you all may. Or if you have more questions for him, fire away.
Ravis,
by all means.
Ravis, do you think we three could have a moment real quick in the circle where we can talk to each other? Or maybe you could step out of the circle and not hear us, just real quick.
Of course. Actually, if you'd like, I'd like to keep my house in darkness, but since I now will have guests, I will go and light some candles, some torches, and whatnot. And if you would like to meet me in my lobby, you absolutely may come over, and it might be a bit presumptuous. Maybe join me for tea.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Love it. Pendrin, I think, had one more question before you.
Oh no, it was literally that. Ripple, look at us.
Oh my god.
Wow, yeah, very in sync as an adventuring party.
Could you believe we just met?
We just
And
met
we're already so close.
2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago on a boat.
2 minutes. Two minutes ago you were here, but I
We'll tell
understand.
you all about it in the house.
We will see you there. We would love some tea.
All right, I'll go put the kettle on. And Ravis snaps his fingers, turns into a bat, and flies back to his mansion.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's so hot. Anyway, he can turn into a bat and make tea. That's like
Yeah.
Perfect.
that's the two of the major bullet points on my dream partner board. To cool down a little. So yeah, there's a lot of contracts today, gang. A lot of contracts. As as somebody who is familiar with contracts in one way or another, and Ripple, maybe you can weigh in on this as someone who performed an oath. Same fucking thing. Maybe we talk about the options here. Do we want to proceed with Kazuma Ishikawa's plan of ending this individual? Do we want to play ball with him? He seems charming. He seems nice. I didn't pick up any notes of potential violence from him personally, but I'm willing to play ball. And I haven't drawn blood in quite some time, and my sword's getting quite hungry. So
I really liked that guy.
I liked him too. Look,
And he has a cape tailor-made for Harvey.
it's that does concern me a little bit, though. It feels like he had that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
make a good point.
you guys don't have clothes for any visitors in case?
No.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Yeah, people come over my home, I have dinner, they spill wine on themselves, and I have an extra set of clothes for them. I don't think that's so crazy.
Tailor-made for anybody who steps foot in your home, Harvey?
Tailor-made, but like in different sizes.
I'm sure you
That's
have a
very
few scrolls of
courteous of
mending
you.
lying
My
around.
thought is, look, the mayor will never come to check. He'll never know if he's dead. How is he going to know? What is he going to use to verify?
I do think that that's true. That's true. The Kazuma never said that we had to bring back proof just to end him or bring him to death, I think is what the terminology was.
Mhm.
A bit concerned about going back to Kazuma. If Kazuma sends a scout or someone over here and discovers that this situation is unchanged, it will come back to bite us in the ass. I think we need to push to have Ravis move.
What? does he take her though? Like, I think when she wakes up, he dies also, and then we die, and then the whole village dies.
Right.
Oh,
Why doesn't he just kill her?
Another great question.
Why
He is a-
doesn't
Whole
he keep her
He's a
history.
alive?
vampire lord. He is a
Whole
vampire
history?
lord. 5. I'm just thinking of
Oh
those.
my god, I also got a 5.
I'm
Okay.
thinking of those fangs, baby.
23.
23. With a 23, you know that a Bruxa is so fucking hard to kill. Like, there's a ritual involved, and undead cannot complete that ritual.
Could we complete it?
Uh,
Find
you
out.
could try.
I'd be willing
I
to
don't
discuss it over
like
some
the,
wine and some tea.
Worst case scenario, guys. We just fail and try again the next day.
I don't
Wait a
know
minute.
about you, but my life does not come with 2 tries.
Hmm.
It's kind of just like a one and done deal for me and my mortality.
Well, also, she has my cat now, so another problem there.
The way it's
So-
snuggling up to that Bruxa over there, it might be her cats.
Well, we'll see about that when the ritual's done, huh?
I'm
Let's
not
see if we can-
putting much faith into the ritual.
It couldn't hurt to at least ask about it.
We could ask about it.
So are we all on the
Because-
same page that we're not going to permanently kill Ravis? Can we at least...
Absolutely not. He seems
Yes.
so charming.
We are going to enter a contract with Ravis that we will not kill him, but we will kill him. And then we can go from there?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I guess we deal with the ramifications from
Yeah, future
Kazuma.
Kazumas, yes.
Kazuma.
I'm not going to lie. I can lie very well. So if you need
I
someone to front
can't,
that,
Pendrin, so you're gonna have to carry us on that front.
I'm more
just
than
gonna
happy to be the
stand
face
back
of this
there
game.
and
Depending on how high level or how strong, is it Ravis?
Yeah, Ravis.
Ravis is. I could just hit him with sleep, wake him back up, get my
Let's
cape.
not-
Call it a
Sweet.
day.
let's get the cape first.
Let's keep the cape first. Just in
Cape
case.
before we put him to sleep.
Okay.
All right. We walk to the
Yeah.
mansion.
Yep.
Okay,
Walk to
as you
mansion.
walk to the mansion, you are once again silenced and deafened. You can't hear a thing, but you do hear a little pitter patter of paws and a little bit of purring as the cat leaves the church and follows you. You come up to a large mansion. It's actually pretty well kept. A nice like manor exterior, white and dark brown wood. It's a very pleasing to look at mansion. There are a few lights on at the bottom floor and one red light on in the top right.
So I guess we just
Do we just knock?
yeah. I go
As
up
you
and I
approach
like
the door, there are steel knockers that have
Nice.
gargoyle heads.
I want to pick Harvey
Titty
up so
door.
he can reach it.
No. Hell yeah, you do
Yeah. I just reach out and trying to just,
that.
Is there any sound?
You hear deep from inside the mansion. One moment.
I kind of look back and I can't say anything. I'm just really hoping there's garlic bread inside.
Pension's kind of like making their face look a little bit more gaunt and undead, and kind of, minor illusioning a spider web choker.
Hell yeah. After a couple minutes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I put Harvey back down so that I'm not just carrying Harvey through the mansion.
Okay. Yeah. Good call. As you set Harvey back down, it's been a solid couple minutes. And Ravis does open the door and motions for all of you to come inside.
I go in.
I go in.
Does Pendrin go in?
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm following.
Sounds
Ta-
good.
Tastefully late.
Yeah, of course.
You
Yes.
like to keep them waiting a little bit. You're just standing out there. And
Yeah, Ravis is just kind of like looking you in the eye as you just stand there. The cat goes
Yeah,
in you for you.
Attractively aloof is what I'm trying to go for. Kind of turn. Oh, look at all these Oh, hello. And then
Yeah.
saunters in.
As you saunter in, Ravis looks at you and is just like, "Oh, are you doing okay? You look a little bit more unwell than you did
No,
previously."
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So kind of you to
You're
notice.
welcome. Do you need medicine or anything?
We can get to a once over later, but let's talk business first.
Okay, let us talk business. And Ravis leads you all to a large dining room, lined with lanterns. And there are a bunch of steaming cups of coffee. There are 3 kettles. You can all, or not coffee, tea. You can all choose your type of tea, and get cozy.
I do not accept any food from this individual.
You do not. Okay.
I pour myself a cup of tea of a black currant tea.
Ooh, hell yeah.
And I don't sip from it though, but I do look. I want to kind of check and see if it's like been tampered with.
Tampered with how? Magically, like poisoned, like
Poisoned.
poisoned. Make
You like a medicine check?
a medicine check. Yeah, yeah, yes.
New dice worked, guys. I got a 16.
Hey.
16. With a 16, there is no poison in the tea. It does smell a little over steeped though.
Okay. I kind of take a whiff and then I go, this smells delicious. And I take a little sip.
You take a sip. It is over steeped, but still tasty.
I
It
kind
is
of
black currant tea.
at the end, but I just kind of set it back down on the table.
Hell yeah.
I let Pindrin do the talking.
You see as the cat jumps on the table and starts licking out of a cup, drinking some of the tea. You see Ravis as he pours a bright red tea into his cup, and he takes a seat at the head of the table.
What variety of tea is that, Ravis? O negative?
No, that is Rubos red, actually.
Looks delightful.
It
I
is
hope you don't mind if I
very
don't
comforting.
partake. In my, I guess my culture, one should be wary of foods offered.
I understand. Trust me. We are strangers. I will not be offended if you do not partake.
So, what are you suggesting we do here? Because we are concerned that your Bruxa ward will at some point raise hell, wake up, and threaten the town nearby. But we don't want to harm you or her. Is there any way you could relocate, possibly further away from the town, to a more isolated island?
Relocating would be difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible.
He pauses a moment, and he looks into his Rubos red tea, and looks back up at you and says, "Is there any other option?"
Blow her up.
That will not work.
Oh,
What if we helped you move her? Is it possible then?
I would think the more people involved would make it harder, actually.
Could we ritual her away?
Are you perhaps a very high-ranking cleric?
I'm an S-rank wizard, actually.
I mean, I guess that's close. Do you like follow a deity at all?
No.
I
That makes it
follow
harder.
Melora, the Wild Mother, but I'm not a
If we
cleric, I'm
were
a paladin.
out on the seas, that might work. But we would need somebody experienced with doing a ritual of this caliber.
Could we throw her into the ocean?
No. Brookses can swim.
Damn.
What can't they
bullshit.
do?
I know. Truly remarkable creatures. So the way I see it, there are a few options. I'm going to lay them out. I don't mean to agitate, but I think we should be honest with ourselves. Option number one, we sign a pact with you not to kill you properly. We make you go to sleep. We fulfill our contract. We leave. Option number two, we kill you properly and we take our chances with the Bruxa, or we come back with Bruxa. Again, just laying it out there. I think it's important to have everything on the table. Option three, we deal with the repercussions of breaking our pact, and we ignore this whole situation happened.
Well,
It
killing me
seems
and letting the
option
Bruxa loose is probably not the greatest idea. While you may be able to end my life, I have a lot of doubts about you being able to end the Bruxes, or really anybody on this continent being able to do so. The best option would be for her to stay asleep.
Okay. Roughly, if you had to ask me how many, say, how strong are you? Not for murdering purposes, for sleeping purposes.
I am a higher vampire, so I'm not to brag or anything. I'm pretty sturdy.
I could kind of tell. Like, look, guys, I look over him. Look at his muscles. Oh my god, is he?
Yeah, Ravis is sturdy as fuck.
Yeah, Pendrin breathes a little heavier and then catches himself, kind of, straightens up again. All right. I mean, it doesn't seem. Give me a second. Sorry, distracted. We don't want to kill you. I don't think there's any reason. We are curious why Cosimo wants you to die more than anything. Can you think of any reason besides the hatred of the undead?
Hatred of the undead.
Quarrels?
It might be that I have killed some livestock from the Hollow. Unfortunately, I do still have to eat. And wildlife does not like to hang around here. So, I mean, for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Two very strong undead. I won't mince words. I know what I am. Monsters. You usually keep wild animals away. The only animal I've seen in or around the village, in a long time is this little tabby here.
I have another plan.
Option number 4.
I think we go to the mayor. We lay out what's going on. You guys shake hands and hug, maybe.
I don't think he would be down for that.
Well, we don't know that. Well, hear me out. Explain what's going on, why you're here. We go back, we're not dead. That's a pretty good sign.
That's a very big risk. Also, leaving the village makes me a bit anxious.
Yeah, I figured that'd be a problem.
I think
Ripple, sorry, go ahead.
We make the pact. Pact with a T at the end. I say we make the pact with Ravis. Use the loophole to break the original pact, and then deal with the ramifications from there, and maybe work out some sort of deal where Ravis could still eat if he's not harming the mortals.
I like that. Wait, that's...
Well, if a meeting is the route you would like to go, if you bring Cosima out to, say, the outskirts of the village, so my power is a little less in control of the surroundings, so to say, or I have less control of my surroundings. We'll meet on even terms. I just need to be close enough to hear that scream should she wake up.
Understandable. Thoughts?
I say we begin with the pact. We quote unquote kill you, not in the contractually written way, just to kind of get that out of the way, and then that way we are free agents, do what we want. We're no longer bound by an adventuring guild contract, and we can sort of go from there. We'll do our best to bring our friend and contractor Cosmo out here, and we can see if we can negotiate something.
Well, if you would potentially like to save time, contracts can be broken by the one who proposed it. So, if you can convince Cosima that I should be allowed to live, then your contract will be broken anyway.
I mean, I guess there isn't really a time limit to when we were supposed to kill you. Sort of a sloppy contract writer. Definitely not a lawyer or a litigator, this one.
No, he is very much just a samurai.
But
Just
it's
a
got that
sword
cool
wielder.
sword, though. Did you guys see him with that?
That is a
Yeah, it was
very
a
long
really
sword.
big
How
sword.
does he swing that thing?
I don't know.
Well, what do you say we embark back into the Hollow tomorrow, and tonight we celebrate a newfound friendship with Ravis, Lord Ravis,
No, just Ravis.
perhaps?
Just,
Just Ravis.
Ravis is fine.
Can I get that cape
And,
over here, though, by the way, before I forget?
Oh, yes. Hold just a minute. Well, actually, come with me. Let's find one that's your size. And
Is
I'll
there,
need...
is there a powder room I could potentially go into?
Absolutely. 3 doors down on the left. He points down a hallway on the opposite side of the dining room.
Thank you, thank you. And I walk off down that way.
Okay. You
I
go
follow
powder
after
your nose.
Harpy.
All right. So you
Uh,
so Harvey and Ripple are heading toward or following Ravis toward the tailoring room. You guys head up a couple flights of stairs and walk into a room that is currently being lit with a bunch of magical orbs. All around you, you see capes of all shapes and sizes, and a bunch of just the same suit that Ravis is wearing. He likes different capes. He loves this outfit though.
I get it.
Yeah, so he motions you to come in, and as you do, he starts digging around his just not at all organized closet to try and find some capes for y'all.
Perfect.
If you would like to have a look around, you absolutely can.
I kind of stand back like a like security for Harvey, and I just kind of keep an eye, make sure nothing's getting a little weird in there.
You do that.
While they're doing that, unless there's anything else that Harvey want to kind of do in that scene, can I try to reach out to my patron to see how much time I have?
You absolutely can. Do you have an idea of what you want your patron to be, or would you like me to come up with your patron?
By all means, take it away, Matt. I think it's sort of like a Bloody Mary situation. I light like a single candle in this room. I dim the other ones, and I reach up to the mirror and I kind of just knock on it 4 times and wait to see if I get a response, which I don't always get.
The mirror starts to glow red as it just looks like a rendered mist effect swirls, and you see a half elf appear in the mirror, bags under his eyes, looks like he's currently going through his third late night in a row, and he turns a little bit so that he's looking dead into the mirror, and he like kind of drops his pen he was holding and goes, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Hi, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I just wanted to check on my time, see how much longer I have before the next sale.
Oh, this isn't a great time, but here, give me just a moment. You hear like some shouting in the background. It sounds like a very angry manager. And you
Call center vibes.
yeah, very much call center vibes. And you hear like some clicking, some shuffling of papers. He looks into the mirror again and goes, "One moment, let me put you on hold." And the
okay.
red mist starts
Sure.
swirling again. And we will change scene while you're on hold. Back to Harvey and Ripple. Ravis, after a little while of searching, goes, "Huh, found it. And he pulls out like 3 different capes of just like slightly varying lengths, and starts holding them up to you. He's like, I originally made these for halflings and for children, but I believe they should fit you as well.
Perfect. I kind of like go. Is there a mirror in the room? Kind of
There
walk
are
up to it.
many mirrors.
I kind of walk up to the tallest one, so my hat still kind of fits in it, but I throw it over myself, kind of tie it,
It looks sick.
swirl around with it.
Whatever color you want the inside to be, it is that.
Not red.
But it's black
Ew.
on the outside, and it does have the popped collar.
Can I see over the collar?
Yes, you can. It's only It's only like big in the back. You can still
Okay.
see forward. Yeah.
Harvey,
leave it
you
red.
look so handsome.
I thought the same. Thank you. I thought the same thing, Mr.
I
Ravis.
agree. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Ravis. I do have a couple questions. Your hair, do you like? Is it like gel or like you like grease it? Like how do you get it to like? It's not like greasy, but it's so wavy. I'm like
I use
so
tea tree
free,
oil.
you know. Oh my god, I'm gonna write that down.
That's
Can
a
I?
good note. That's a good note.
Do you have some? Can I borrow some of my ears? Like the fur on the back, you know.
Absolutely. Actually, I
you.
think I have someone in some in here. And he starts digging around again. And as he digs around, we're switching scene back to Pendrin. Pendrin, you're finally taken off hold after like a little too long.
Bardcore girl from Ipanema has been going. I think it's the 7th round. I'm kind of just like looking in the mirror and just like changing little details on my face and my structure, just trying to like see what, just kind of shuffling through the character creator a little bit, and then it comes back and I go back to original form and kind of go, yes, Mr. Greaves, thank you so much for making time for me. What did you find?
Yes, I found. He like kind of wipes a little bit of mustard. He put you on hold for lunch. Let's be real. He wipes a little mustard off the corner of his mouth, and he goes, "Yes, I found that you are due in 2 weeks."
Beautiful. Okay, I thought it was much sooner. Thank you so much. Does the big guy upstairs have any special requests for this one, or is it just anybody will do?
Anyone will do. Well, the
Perfect.
special requests come when you've been with us a little longer.
I understand. Thank you so much, and I'll be sending over that information once it happens. 2 weeks, you said.
2
Perfect.
weeks.
Writing that down. Thank you so much, Mr. Greaves. Have a good. I think Pendra tries to say have a good day, and then the call gets
Yeah.
disconnected.
He just hangs up. There's a little pop-up on the mirror that says, please rate your call experience. There's like a bunch of stars. We'll say 6 stars just to change it up.
Pendra just ignores it and walks out.
Damn. Okay. Now we change the
Tries-
scene. Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say like maybe stumbles into the cape room.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where all this is
You
happening.
find your way into the cape room. After searching through many doors of rooms filled with just books stacked up on the floor. One room where he's got it looks a little bit like an animal suit you might wear. And
Excuse me?
Yeah. Well, it looks a
What
little
kind of animal?
wolf-like. It's a
little-
little
oh.
wolf-like. And you just slowly close that door and just try to
Yep.
forget what you saw.
Slowly closes the door and then immediately like drops the visage of the vampire undead kind of hot topic energy, goes back to fucking normal. Walks back over with like haunted eyes. Oh,
You
hey
look like
guys,
you've
how's
seen a
it going?
ghost.
Oh, you can say that. You could say that. Oh, that's a great cape.
Oh, thank
Pendrin,
you.
are you okay?
Yeah, never been better. Everything's super good, guys. Super awesome. So we're gonna go back to Cosmo. We're gonna negotiate. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to inside check Pendrin real fast.
Okay.
I'm like, what's going on,
Do a Pendrin if you would like to fight this. Roll deception. Harvey.
can do
Yeah,
that.
insight it is.
Beat an 18, Harvey.
Damn.
19.
Hell yeah! With a 19,
Um,
Pendrin, tell him what's going on.
I think you definitely get. Maybe you've seen it before, maybe you haven't, but maybe you definitely see the expression of someone who accidentally came across a fursuit. As well as like the stress of somebody who is under a quota kind of comes up as well.
I kind of look back. I go, I get it.
I
We've all
hope
been there
you
before.
I hope you don't. I hope you haven't.
No, we've all been there before.
Pendra kind of like averts their gaze and says, "All right, so back to the hollow, shall we?"
I
Yeah,
think
let's
that
go.
sounds great.
I have an option for you. If you'll give me about 10 minutes, I can create a portal for y'all to travel there.
Whoa,
That's so nice.
I love portals. Big fan of
They're
them,
one of my favorites.
but don't make me like you.
I've never been through a portal. I would love the opportunity.
A
I
portal
kind of
it
stare up
is.
at Ripple. I stare up at Ripple and I go, "Hey, Ripple, guess what? Catch!" And I Scooby-Doo jump up to her arms real quick because I don't want to be carried.
I on instinct just go out and grab Harvey, and then I kind of maneuver him onto my back like a piggyback ride.
Okay, so Harvey is just clinging to your back like Master Yoda. You're
Mhm.
doing flips and shit down this hallway. Really getting in tune with the Force.
Awesome.
And you all make your way back to the dining room where Ravis is preparing this portal. You have a couple minutes to partake of refreshments before you leave. Otherwise, we can just make this expeditious, and we can get back to the Hollow.
I'm
Yeah.
good to go back.
I'm good to go back.
Okay. So a large purple portal appears next to the dining room table as Ravis is holding his hands out and says, "All right, the portal will stay open. I will reopen this end outside of the village. So if you would just like to bring him there, if he agrees, then that's where I will be."
See you soon, buddy.
All right, you all walk through the portal and are immediately transported to the Hollow, right outside Town Hall. It is now about 8 p.m.
Okay, gotcha. I just make a beeline for the mayor's office, and I see if the halfling dude is there or if it's closed down.
I follow.
Okay, yeah,
I'll go along.
the Town Hall is still open. It is pretty empty right now, though. It does all the crowd of people that were getting meals earlier in the day have either gone to find their own bunks or have found a place in the back of the mayor's place to set up camp.
I can
Gotcha.
imagine rushing in, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, it's awful.
Okay,
Until
you do
Lieutenant
that,
comes out.
and you hear some clamoring behind the ridiculously tall desk as the halfling receptionist tries to climb back up onto the stool. It's like, "You have terrible timing. Why do you keep doing this to me?
Oh God, it's terrible. You need to get the mayor right now.
How terrible?
It's an
Level 10.
emergency.
I don't know what level 10 means, but I'll see if he's in." And
Out of 10. Hurry.
he scrambles back down the chair and runs to the back room that is the mayor's office. He's gone for a couple minutes, but he does scurry back and says, "All right, he's ready to meet with you."
Kind of just take off full speed right to the office.
Okay, you sprint in, and you see Cosmo. He's not wearing his armor currently, but he does still have the 7-foot long katana, and he's got his arms crossed. He says to you, "So, what's so important?"
It's terrible. I do a little spin in my cape and I go,
"What's
you believe
terrible? What happened to the
I
vampire?"
took off from this village without this cape, and look how good I look at this.
You look fantastic. What's terrible though? I need to.
That was the terrible part.
That's the terrible part.
We
Oh,
have
there's
some.
like a-
Called me in here for that.
No.
Have you completed the contract?
We have some things we need to discuss. Pindrin,
Okay.
take it away.
Pendra kind of strolls in after they do their little their introduction, appearing as they did earlier. as the sort of like ancestral reminiscent half elf.
You have the faint face of a warrior.
And kind of comes in and says, "Well, first off, your contract writing might need a few pointers, but we can talk about that later.
Oh, I didn't realize I was dealing with a lawyer.
Someone who's used to contracts. Let's pour ourselves a stiff drink and have a straight conversation, shall we?"
Sure. He looks back into the door to what you would assume is his residence, and shouts in, "Hey, if anybody's available, can we get some sake?" And you hear off in the distance, "Right away!" And about 30 seconds later, a very tall half elf walks in with a plate of sake bowls.
"Thank you, darling. Thank you." Pendrin kind of takes it, raises it to Kazuma, and then
Kazuma bows to you.
uses minor illusion to make it appear like the sake has been drained.
Okay, you
He's
do
trying to
that.
get this guy drunk. Does he down his drink?
Of course he does.
And Pendrin kind of sets down the bowl, kind of off to the side, maybe behind like a book or something on his desk, so that they can drop the illusion. And says, "So, interesting discovery. Want to go ahead and start off? We have not killed this vampire yet, because we have discovered that this vampire you want gone is the only barrier stopping your town from destruction. Do you know what a bruxa is?"
If you tell me right now you found a bruxa, we've got a huge problem on our hands.
"We do, but we have a solution." And you
What would
do.
that be?
The vampire, Ravis.
You're telling me a vampire is stopping another vampire from going on a rampage?
That's
Yeah,
exactly what we're telling you.
That's exactly what we're telling you. I think it's unhealthy to lump them in together. Yeah. So imagine if we just killed your only means of salvation from a sonic destructor.
Are you sure what you found was a bruxa?
Let's see. Small girl, engorged throat muscles, 2 puncture wounds on the left side of the neck, sleeping.
That would be a
Entire
bruxa.
town has been cloaked in silence.
Thanks
And
to
a cat.
Ravis.
That explains why we can't find anything anytime we try to go in. I would need to confirm that the bruxa does exist, but I'm willing to hear you out.
Would you be, seeing as we don't have our third party here present, Mr., and kind of pantomimes the fangs, would you be willing to come under a neutral armistice to view it? If we can guarantee you protection?
As long as I can bring 2 guards with me. And if he
You can
tries
bring the katana.
anything, he dies.
With the katana?
Yes. What else would I
Wow.
use?
I look at the party. I almost want him to kind of act up now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to see him use it.
Harvey, fight the urge.
Harvey,
me,
no.
Harvey, I'm right
You'll
there
see
with
him
you.
use it later. One of us are going to 1v1 him.
Right. One of us is going to try to be the mayor of this town. Listen.
Yeah.
I think that's something we can work with. Give us a second. I'll be right back, and I run through the portal, and I relay the terms that have been set forth by Kazuma to
Okay.
Ravis.
You walk through the portal and you are now outside of the village of Valen, and you see Ravis sitting there in in kind of like a garden chair. He's got like a wrought iron table, a wrought iron chairs. He's got a pot of tea and some teacups set out, and he said, "Where is everybody?"
Back in the village. Real fast. Cosmo's interested only if you can bring 2 guards and for protection under the guise, or I guess under the umbrella of neutral viewing of the Bruxa to confirm its existence.
I don't want anybody near this Bruxa. If she wakes, everybody dies. Like, does she understand that?
I assume he does. I think he's more concerned about his own safety than anything, darling.
So am I.
Yes, but compromises need to be made if you want true peace.
All right, I can figure something out.
Awesome. Runs back to the portal. Out of breath. We are game. Grab your two guards. Let's get this done.
All right. Give me.
Also, sever the contract with us first
Well,
or after.
if what you say is true, we can alter the contract. As long as the village is safe, you will get your pay.
Upon the viewing. Yes. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Give me a moment. I will. How do I get there?
Large swirling vortex outside. You can't miss it.
Wonderful. Why is there a portal in the middle? Anybody could walk through that.
Yeah. You know what?
Why would you?
Yeah. Why would you? Maybe that's an issue for the person. In a good educational experience.
Sometimes people make dumb decisions and they have to deal with the repercussions. But
yes,
Ravis stated he does not feed on mortals, only animals. So they'll be fine.
I guess that explains the missing livestock. I will have some words about that.
I'm sure we can come to an agreement of some sort. He has been protecting your city.
He has.
That is fair. All right, let me grab my guard, and I will meet you by the portal.
Okay.
Yeah. So a few minutes pass as you all walk back out to the swirling vortex that there are now a few people just kind of staring at, seeing if they can look through to see anything.
Yeah.
Get away from the portal.
Pendra walks out in the guise of a guard, saying, "Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move away. Back to your business."
Yeah, a couple of the urchins like put their hands up and back away and just go. A few of the other stragglers just like they back up, but they're still trying to see into the portal.
Pendulum, that's impressive.
It kind of turns back, and the guy's like a hulking, muscular, bald man, scars on the face, minor illusioning the armor of the guards they saw earlier. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Step away, ma'am, ma'am, and like starts to like walk up with intent, hand on the hilt of the sword.
You hear some clanking as two paladins dressed in samurai armor and Kazuma himself start walking towards you. Very inquisitive looks on their face as you're threatening the locale.
Take a step away. Looks over at Kazuma and kind of lets the ruse drop and just kind of shifts back into their wood elf or half elf form. It says, "Everyone, if you won't mind, negotiations."
A changeling, interesting. And Kazuma just kind of eyes you up and down as he then walks through the portal.
Changeling, savior, however you want to look at it. Please, we don't have all night.
Yeah, the paladins walk through, and you guys are once again alone. Oh, you got through?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hobby, darling, Hobby, are you coming?
Like it's me, like talking to the crowd, like trying to hand out business cards for fishing. Oh yeah,
fishing services.
Yeah.
Fishing lessons.
Hell yeah.
Fishing license.
Okay, so as you all walk through the portal, you are greeted by a very tense scene. Three samurai staring down this very nervous vampire sitting there drinking tea as he looks at his tea set and looks back at the guards. He says, "Oh, I don't think I brought enough cups."
Well, how many did you bring?
How many do you need, darling?
You know, let's forego the tea. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, somebody can have my cup. It's okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Whoever wants tea can take tea. He stands up and bows to these paladins and looks Kazuma in the eye and says, "I don't want any bloodshed here." And Kazuma looks back at him and says, "That's up to you." And as they Ravis gestures towards the portcullis and starts explaining his silence spell to Kazuma, And the paladins motion for you all to follow them as they take up the rear.
Before we enter into the Dome of Silence, let's call it, I want to kind of stress to these, I assume, hired muscle that they are not to disturb this Bruxa in any way, shape, or form.
They nod in agreement.
I kind of pull on
Are you
Ripple's, like-
nodding?
Oh, I
Go
kind
for
of
it,
pull on
sorry.
Ripple's cloak and just look up and go, "Do you think they're gonna hug at the end?"
Oh, on my cloak?
Yeah, on your cloak.
You know what, buddy? I think they might.
Wow.
I follow after the paladins.
Okay. You all head into the village. You were once again silenced and deafened. And Ravis motions for you to stop at the edge of the church grounds as he and Cosma walk in. You do notice, without a perception check, that the cat is nowhere to be seen. A few minutes go by,
Nothing.
and there is nothing.
The doors are closed.
The door is slightly cracked open from where Ravis opened it.
I would like to
Hmm.
peek inside, if that's okay.
Yes.
What do I see?
You roll perception with disadvantage because of the darkness.
Okay. Well, one of those. Wow, actually, I believe that is a perception. You said.
Yeah.
It's a 17.
Okay, 17. With a 17, you don't see Ravis or Cosma, but you do see the Bruxa.
Okay. I scribble quickly. The two dudes are nowhere to be seen, and I only show it to my party.
Okay, you do that. Let's do sleight of hand so that the paladins don't see it.
Plan that is a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, they don't see it, and your party is 100% able to.
Hmm.
I kind of want to just exchange looks with Ripple at this point, like, huh?
I'm kind of there, and I'm kind of going like, fuck, like, because I know something bad's going on. I want to write back on the paper for Pindrin and say, "Do we go in?"
I take a look at a second. I look at these two guards. Can I do like an insight check to kind of get a maybe like
Yes.
intelligence or like just general, like how
general
easily
insight.
distractible are they? Yeah. Ooh, that is a 21.
With the 21,
Holy shit,
I'll
roll
tell
an
you
18.
whatever you want to know.
Can I distract them while the other two kind of sneak inside?
Go very easily.
I scribble on the thing. I'll buy you some time. Go ahead and investigate.
Okay.
If you need me, fire off some sort of light source.
Okay.
And I can offer my tinderbox and torch to you if need be,
I'm checking if I have one.
or
I have one.
any sort of like magical light. Awesome.
Yep.
I kind of give you a thumbs up, and then I'm imagining it almost as like a civilian messing with the royal guard outside of Buckingham Palace. Like I assume these two are kind of standing at attention, and
Yeah.
I'm just kind of playfully fucking with them. Maybe like I walk up and I kind of like spin one of the tassels off their armor in my finger and try to get a reaction, or kind of give them a coy smile, offer them a sip of my flask, that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you fuck with these guys. You have their full attention.
Wrapped around my ever-changing finger.
While Pindrin does that, I kind of grab Harby's hand and lead the way, sneaking inside.
Okay. You start to sneak inside, and you are greeted with a scene that you don't really like too much. You see Ravis pinned with many stakes to the wall, and a single 7-foot sword sticking out of one of the pews. Cosima is nowhere to be seen. As you look down toward the altar, you see as the Bruxa starts to stand.
Immediately. Cast light on, like, I don't know. I don't know what I have. On my hat.
Okay, you cast light on your hat. The whole room lights up, and the Bruxa makes eye contact with you. And I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. That's a 20, a dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you are good to go.
15.
With a 15, you are knocked back off your feet as just a shockwave of sound erupts from this Brooks's mouth. You are thrown back 10 feet, and you take...
Oh.
Hold on.
You have that ring on, right?
Does it fire the damage back?
You take...
I think the ring. You have the amulet, don't you?
16 force damage. You can do the Ring of Recoil, however, and that will give you half the damage back, yeah. It will expend the ring, though.
Well, the weird thing is I die. Like, I have 9 HP.
You have 9 HP? Okay.
I have 9 HP.
No!
Harvey goes down, and would you like to use your Ring of Recoil?
I'll still use the Ring of Recoil.
Okay.
Really get him.
Harvey goes down, and you see the Bruxa also fly back a little bit. She takes an additional 2 bludgeoning damage as she is pushed back over the altar. Harvey is currently down. The Bruxa stands back up and looks at the situation around her and jumps through the hole in the ceiling of the church.
Outside, do we see? I mean, we see the light, I assume, and I think
You
Pendrin's
see
getting
the light.
antsy.
I need you to make a perception check with disadvantage for me,
Sure.
if you're going to see this.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a perception. That's a 10.
That's a 10. With a 10, you see a flash of white appear above the church, but it's only a flash. After an instant, it's gone.
Fuck.
I want to get Harvey back up on his feet, so I'm gonna throw another Cure Wounds out there at him.
You do that.
I think
Cure
as the
those
guards
wounds.
as the guards are kind of distracted,
They're not distracted
I-
anymore.
they're not distracted anymore.
They heard that scream.
would-
They are heading toward the church.
only
I would like to
3
try to
health.
get past. Ooh, that's a third of his health, though. That's pretty good.
That is
Yeah.
good.
That way. I would like to try to get in before them and lock the door.
Okay. Dex or acrobatics?
Fuck. Okay, I can do acrobatics. That is a 13.
You definitely beat them. You are able to slip
Okay.
past them and get in and lock the door.
Is the spell of silence broken?
The spell of silence is broken.
Can
Pounding on
I-
the door. What the fuck happened?
Bruxa is awake, and Ravis is dead right there.
Dead? Is Ravis dead?
It looks like he. I haven't checked actually.
I run over. I start to take out stakes from the wall.
Can I run over
I
and
can.
take the 7-foot-long katana?
Yeah. Let's start with pulling the stakes out of Ravis. As you do, you pull a couple out of his chest, and he goes, "Oh,
Oh,
fuck!"
thank God.
I set you up with the greatest alley-oop in the history of negotiations, and you fuck it up?
Are you kidding me? That man tried to attack her. You fucking moron! I thought you told him.
We did. Sorry, old Pendrin. What's our next step?
What is our next step? We die. That's our next step.
Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. That's a great fucking plan. No B plan, nothing else. Where is he? Where's the fucker?
I don't know. I was the first to go down.
Investigation, look around the room. Any signs, any clues?
Yeah.
7.
With a 7, all you see is the katana.
Can I roll perception on that one?
Yes, you can.
Kind of looking around, kind
I also like
of half
looking
in,
around.
half out of consciousness. Perception is 21.
21.
Ooh.
With a 21 in the darkness, behind a pew, you see a severed arm.
Ooh.
Well,
Travis, no, you didn't.
What? I didn't. It was the Brooksa.
Is there a blood trail? My rabbit friend, do you see a blood trail possibly?
There's no trail, but there's a huge splatter.
Well,
Oh my
yeah, it's not really a
god.
trail. It's
Harvey, do
more
you want
like
to go
a-
check it out?
no. I think I kind of just start standing behind Ripple at this point because I know like one good hit and I'm
Mhm.
gonna be matching that same stain, you know.
Are the guards outside still trying to get in?
You know what? I was just rolling for that. As you all are talking, the doors swing open as the lock is broken,
I
and
take the form of Kazuma.
off in the distance, you hear a scream,
Hmm.
and that is where we will end this session.
Did I get the katana?
You can absolutely pick up the katana. It's very heavy.
What
It's very
kind
unwieldy.
of weapon is it?
It is a. It was classified as a greatsword.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
Hell
equipping it, but I am taking it.
Okay, you have that. Part 2 will happen next Sunday.
Hell fucking yeah.
Woo!
Awesome. Fucking stressful. I love it.
Hell yeah. It you guys let's go through our post session stats. You guys got 2 of the same random event, which is really fucking insane. That happened. That's a D100, by the way.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah. So the fact that you got the green armor twice is nuts. You guys avoided conflict. Hold on, let me count. 4 times.
Is this like a Sonic
Really?
Adventure 2 like end stage
Yes,
count up?
it is.
We get to see what a
We'll
new
do
ranking
this
is.
every episode. You did not get into combat this session. It was kind of easy to do so. So congrats. This
Hey,
was
we'll take it.
y'all went role play. I'm all about it. And you guys got, weirdly enough, the good ending.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Ooh.
yeah. Next
Cool.
session we'll continue from there.
Next session, could we just try to go for the bad ending instead? Can we replay this?
You I mean, if you want to replay this, I guess. I mean, I'd like to
Yeah, let's
continue
do
the
it.
story. We'll do a what if of season 0.
I love that.
But yeah, that is it. Chat, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for rolling some bones with us. We will be back next Sunday at 6 p.m. MST. That's Arizona time for those of you who don't live in Arizona. I'm sorry, we do. We just don't do time zones.
I'm
You
very
guys
sorry
are
we
gonna
do
have
as
to figure
well.
that out. Yeah,
I have
I'm
to
not
Google
doing the
it every
math.
time.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to do all that. But yeah, that is it. Regular streams will be happening Monday and Thursday nights. And beyond that, I've got no housekeeping for you. Check everybody out. Felix is not on Twitch. I'll convince them someday.
Nope,
Flounder,
I do not exist.
Flounder at Sinking Flounder, and Tofar Love at Tofar Love on Twitch. Go check them all out. We are all also on Twitter. Go follow everybody, except for Felix. We're still trying. We're still trying. And yeah, that is it. That's all I got for you. So let's raid somebody, and then I will get you guys out of here. Let's do. Oh boy, if things will work. All right, let's see. Super Trav is currently live with Super Friends Sunday. So let's bring love over to Super Trav and chat. Thank you once again.
Bye, everyone.
Let's get everybody ready up.
Lead.
And then Super Trav. All right, everybody ready up. And I will see you either next week or tomorrow, depending on what kind of streams you want to view. So, bye chat.
Bye.
Bye.